7.5.
Good. See, I'm just taking in, Eric, I'm just taking in all this knowledge. I haven't rode yet. I haven't seen the track yet, so now I just need to know what I need to do.
Yeah, but the guys did really good this week, and hopefully it turns out smooth. It's still packing in, but the turns I know are really smooth this year.
That's got to be always the hardest part. I mean, just you guys do so much work in such a short amount of time to put this thing together for this race. And I mean, I've been alongside with you building the track out at Chula Vista, and I know how much hard work it is. So my hats go off to anybody who can, you guys can just come in here, get a track built in this short amount of time, and put on an awesome event with what you guys have. It's always impressive.
And it was difficult this year. We had snow bringing the dirt in this year. So, as you know, I live in Tulsa now, and it hasn't been bad weather until the day we hauled in the dirt.
Of course.
So
of course.
We hauled in the dirt. It was frozen. It was clumpy. But the guys did a really, really good job. They did the best they could, and they did a good job.
Now, Eric, what from an announcer standpoint, what do you look for in a track? I mean, is there certain key elements that kind of bring the hype and allow you to do your job a little bit better?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I went for a full track walk yesterday, and, you know, from the looks of it and standing on the tower, you know, I'm looking at a fast first straightaway, the second straightaway, you know, everything like Billy is saying, everything's bigger. It's going to be fast. That third straight, I'm telling you, that's definitely going to be the decision maker, I'm thinking. You know, obviously we haven't seen anybody hit the section yet, but I'm looking for some fast action out there. You know, those pro jumps, they're not big, but they're more of a long and low.
Okay.
So it's more of a speed scrubber, you know what I mean? So you're going to be just hauling the mail through there, and then, you know, we'll see what happens when you hit the step triple going in that last turn. It's going to be, you know, who's got the inside line, who's on the fast track to get in there. It looks like a great track from an announcer standpoint. I could see every single bit of the track. There's no blind spots for me, so I'm going to have full coverage with the guys, with the rest of the announcing crew this weekend. We'll have full coverage. We won't have any blind spots where we're kind of missing action for a second behind a turn or something like that.
Yep.
You know, every once in a while, the design it's just kind of the way it falls out. You know, something's in behind it, but I like a full vision track where I can see all the action. And,
yeah, that's one thing with an M. When you do the M design like this, it's wide open, great for viewing.
Yeah, definitely. Now, is there anything like when we're talking about the second straightaway, I noticed, and again, I haven't seen it yet, I'm just kind of going off photos. There's a lot going on, so it's a little bit more of a technical second straightaway. Do you think it's going to be something that people are going to be jumping through more, or we're going to see more manualing through the straightaway?
Actually, I was really surprised. I was watching practice, and it's a little of both.
Okay.
I noticed that guys side by side, some jump, some manual, and it looks like there's no advantage either way.
Okay.
So I was really surprised to see how many people were jumping. Now, I made a very, very big jump going into turn one. It's a step-up jump. It's close to 7.5 foot tall, and I was interested to see how they were taking it, and the fast guys are jumping it.
Okay.
So that's good to see, is people jumping again and not manualing everything.
Yeah, yeah. Personally, I'm a fan when you mimic parts of my home track, which yeah, I see a little bit of Chula Vista-esque going on down that second straight with, again, a lot going on, not much pedaling, and kind of just maintaining your speed through. So makes it a lot easier for me to train and get ready back home. So
and again, we try to take, you know, stuff from all the builds all year long. We look at it and see what rides best. The rhythm section has a couple bigger rollers. So it's small roller, big roller, small roller, big roller, small roller. So, you know, it makes it a little more technical than just the rollers all being the same size.
Yeah, so, for sure.
So we did that actually at the Sooner Nationals in February across the parking lot here, and it really, really works good. So.
Okay, excellent. What do you think's been your favorite build you've done so far this year, and how does it compare to what we have in front of us?
My favorite, and it's just personal, I came up with it, was the Louisiana Monroe track.
Is that the big toilet bowl first turn?
Yeah, it was very interesting. It was, the first straight was 150 foot long to the jump going into the first turn, and believe it or not, from that jump all the way around that turn was the exact same distance as the whole first straightaway.
Wow, really?
So, and it brought a lot of people back to conditioning. Yeah, they had to pedal all the way through that turn. So. Not that it was spectacular or anything like that. It was just different, and it's good to bring something different back. There's not a lot of arenas we can do things like that in, and it was cool to do something different for me.
Excellent. Well, Billy, I appreciate all the hard work that you guys did out here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the track myself, but riding it as well. So thanks for everything, and let's have a good weekend. I think we're going to cut to our first commercial break and bring on our next guest after that.
USA BMX and BMX Canada are excited to celebrate the legacy of Bob Warnicki through the running of the Warnicki Scholarship Races again this year. Each of these races supports the Bob Warnicki Memorial Scholarship Fund, as 50% of all entry fees will be awarded as scholarships during 2019. So grab your friends and family and head to a track near you to participate in this year's Warnicki Scholarship Races. All current members, track operators, and volunteers are eligible to receive Warnicki Scholarship funds. To find out when a Warnicki Scholarship race will be held in your area, visit usabmx.com and then click Events.
Ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Whose house? Our house. Let's go racing. Ready?
All right, USA BMX, we are back with our next group of super fast young ladies. We always, that's the greatest part about the pre-show, is we get to learn a little bit more about our racers, and we've got our #1 girl cruiser talk going on up here. So I'm gonna kind of let these girls introduce themselves a little bit. So what I wanna know is, what's your name, where are you from, who are you riding for, and we'll just make our way down the line. So let's start off with you.
My name is Tristan Pingator. I ride for my own team, RGC, and I come out from Phoenix, Arizona, and my home track is AZ Pro Track.
All right, awesome. Now, what about you?
My name is Carly Jacobs. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I ride for Daylight Cycles.
All right. My name is Danica Anderson. I'm from Lancaster, California. I ride for Powerlight Dance Comp DFR, and my home track is AV BMX.
So we got a pretty good mix, Eric, all over the country a little bit,
Yeah.
with 3 super fast ladies. I think you kind of get to watch them race a little bit more than I do.
Yeah.
So what's the insight? Who are we looking to be pulling this weekend?
Man, I'll tell you what, I know Carly Jacobs, you know, she's been just tearing it down in her class, that cruiser class this year. So she's pretty much, I think she's right around top of the heap in the class right now. So, you know, you've had a pretty good solid year. Is there anything you changed this year as far as training or stepping the game up or anything like that?
Not really. I've just been trying to work harder, and this last year I was going for NAG 1-2 and I fell in the main, so this year I was coming back to hopefully win.
Coming back solid.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, now I have a question for you ladies. Does anybody race each other in the class, or are we all different ages?
I don't race them.
Yeah, everybody's a different group.
I haven't recalled
I
racing
think so.
these two.
Okay. Has anybody ever had any other previous national #1s?
Nope.
So it's game time. Have anybody ever been up? You've been up for national #1 before, right?
No.
No, never
No.
before?
Yeah, I was last year.
Okay, you were
Yeah,
so
she
you're
was
the
last
only
year.
one that understands that pressure of sitting on the gate when they get on the mic and go, and next up, with a win and only a win. So explain what's that like to be in this arena and hear that being called out?
It honestly kind of pumps me up. Like, it doesn't really make me that nervous because I just go up there and have the mindset that I'm gonna win, and I don't get nervous really.
That's good. That's great advice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
it.
I
Yeah.
like that. I'm going to use that myself this weekend.
I think you're going to need to use that this weekend, Tyler.
Yeah. So what about you? Any tips that you have? How are you feeling about the weekend? Have you rode the track yet?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Still a little bumpy from it still being new.
Yeah, getting settled in and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't rode it yet, so what's the secret line? What do I got to do out there? You got any tips for me?
So just try not to go too low, because my mom was looking over things and she read don't go too low in the turn because you can just slide out.
I got a coach, Grindle. She's looking me up. There we go.
So we'll take it over to this side, Danica Anderson.
Okay.
So you're up for the #1 title this year. Are you feeling some pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have you lost a national yet this year?
I actually lost a race in Phoenix for cruiser.
For cruiser.
And there was one more race, but I can't remember what race it was.
Yeah, it's not too often that you're not at the top of the podium.
Yeah.
So, I mean, have you been doing anything different to step it up this year coming into the Grands to try to capture that #1 title?
I mean, I've been working really hard to try to get that national #1, and I think I've got it.
Okay.
I mean, I trained hard for this moment, so.
Right. So you're set, you're ready to go. It's game on, and when it comes to BA saying and with a win and only a win, you're ready to get it done.
Yeah.
Okay. I like this. So all 3 of these ladies, man, they're ready to do it. So it's a toss-up. You just never know. It's the Grands, right?
Now, what are we looking at towards rider count? Eric, you might know this better. Which class typically, girls, you probably know too, which class typically gets the biggest rider count?
It's definitely not mine.
Definitely not mine.
Definitely not mine.
I would say more in maybe in Danica's or Tristan's area. They've got a lot more of the ladies riding the cruisers in those age groups. So I'd say you guys have got a pretty good stack going on.
How old are you girls? That's one thing we didn't say. How old or what class are you racing?
I'm 10 and I race 10 and under girls.
Okay, 10 and under.
I'm 17 and I'm 17-20 girls.
11-12.
11-12. So.
Yeah, I bet the 17-20 class is a little bit smaller on the cruiser side of things, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's going to be a good battle for sure.
Yep.
Can't wait. I'm looking forward to seeing all these ladies battle this weekend. I mean, as well as all the rest of the boys and girls out there. But when it comes down to those titles, I really get excited, especially to see them walk up onto the stage at the end and get all that hardware and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to watching these battles go down with all you ladies this weekend in these cruiser classes.
Now, since you girls don't race each other, who would you say is your biggest competitor in your own class, or who are you looking out for? I guess we'll start on this side. Who's some of your biggest competition in your class this weekend?
Myself.
Yourself.
Okay.
Myself.
You're the only one you got to worry about is yourself, huh? Okay.
Well, I guess when you go, how many races have you lost? And she goes, well, I think 2. I guess fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carly, what do you got?
I'd say myself too. There are a couple girls that are up there with me, but I'm just gonna worry about myself and not worry about them.
I like that.
All right. What about you?
I think Taylor and Gaitis might be my biggest competition.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. So some pretty good competition out there. It'll be good. Excellent. Well, Grindle, anything you got? I think we might be wrapping up this segment here with these young ladies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say good luck to all you girls out there. I'm looking forward to watching the battles go down this weekend, and hopefully we'll see one of the 3 of you back up on this stage at the end of the weekend for that national #1 title.
All right, girls, well, we're going to wrap up this next part. We're going to take it to a commercial break. Best of luck to you ladies this weekend. Have some fun, and let's race hard, all right?
Thank you.
All right.
Wanted to say thank you to all the riders, their families, and the entire BMX community for supporting the USA BMX Foundation's efforts. Our educational programs operate in all 50 states, 7 days a week. And this year, over 45,000 kids will experience a foundation program in their classroom, after-school program, or summer camp. For more information, come by our booth or visit us online at usabmxfoundation.org.
right, USA BMX Pre-Show, we are back with another group of super, super fast young ladies. I have two of the best in the game sitting right next to me here. We've got Hurricane Hannah, and who do you got over there, Grindle?
Maddie DeSantis.
So I'm going to take a little moment here. This is going to be a little bit selfish for me. This young lady right here, I'm excited because she used to ride for my team, 316 Racing, and so this is the first time a former 316 Racing rider has been up for a national #1 title.
Nice.
So a little bit of excitement on my part to watch this. I've watched this young lady grow since. How old were you when I first met you? Like
I think I
one.
was like 6.
Yeah, she was super young. Came out to one of my summer camps.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Her and her family are absolutely awesome. I love them. They're the best. So just a little moment there. All right. That's enough about me. We got this couple fast ladies here.
So, ladies, we're up for the national #1 cruiser title, huh? How you feeling?
Good.
Good, solid. Your current national #1 girl cruiser right now, Maddie DeSantis. So, big competition this weekend. Are you stressed out, or are you just like ready to get just another day at the office?
Just another day at the office. Just got to keep my gates in and just do the right things.
So I've noticed, I've been watching you for the last few years. You know, you stepped up the game the last couple seasons, but you've really stepped it up this year as far as getting into the jumps, the manuals, and really taking the skill set to another level. You think that's going to be the key factor in getting you into that national #1 title again?
Yeah, I think the pro set might have a little change in it too as well.
Oh, okay, I like that. And Hurricane, so you're fast. You're out there. You're with the Fall Risk crew now.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Have you changed your training to step it up for this, coming into the Grands this year, or what do you got going on? Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Don't know what's gonna happen.
So this is your first time up for a national #1 title, right?
Yes.
Okay. You've obviously been winning a lot of races. Are you excited to be in this position here in Tulsa to be up for the big title?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I just hope for the best.
That's all you can do. You know what I mean? And you know what? That's all you need to do. Go out here, have some fun, hope for the best.
Yep.
Yeah. So what age group are you girls? We kind of talked a little bit earlier with our last group. What age group are you? What class are you? Who your competition is? So let's go over that a little bit with you girls as well. How old are you?
I'm 11, and I'll be in 11-12 Girl Cruiser.
So do you race Danica? She was in that same class as well, right? So you raced Danica, okay.
Yeah.
So would you say that she would be one of your main competitors in that class?
Yeah.
Okay.
And probably Christina Cunningham too.
Okay.
Yep.
Now what about you, Maddie?
I'm 15 and I will be racing in the 15-16 class. I have a few competition like Mackenzie Gayhart and Lena Jones.
Okay.
A couple of heavy hitters right there.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going to bring the heat to you.
So have you girls got a chance to ride the track yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? Give me some tips. I haven't got a chance to ride yet, so I need all the advice I can get, ladies. So what are your tips for me?
I think it's really good. I mean, there's a lot of passing moves that you can make, like in the turns, and the straights are really long, so you can like out-power somebody down a straight.
Okay. What about you?
Kind of what she said.
Pedal fast and go fast, right?
And go fast.
Okay. Now, what are your girls' homes track?
Sycamore BMX in Simi Valley, California.
Okay.
Black Mountain BMX in Phoenix, Arizona.
Now, is there anything that you kind of have with your home track that's kind of similar to here that's going to kind of help you out, give you some advantages?
Dirt turns.
Dirt turns.
You know what, though? That's actually a big deal because in the days now of soil tack track and asphalt corners, not a lot of riders have even rode dirt turns, believe it or not. We was one of the pros, Isaac Kennedy, younger kid from Australia, and he raced me in New Mexico when I was racing A-Pro at the beginning of the year. He had never rode dirt turns until that weekend. In his entire life, he never rode dirt turns.
Yeah, and he's up there in age. He's 20-some.
He's 18.
18, 19, yeah.
18 years old, never rode dirt turns.
Wow.
So oddly enough, how funny is that is actually an advantage. That, yeah, your home track has dirt turns and you're racing dirt turns here.
Yep.
So there you go. She's got an advantage. She's got the edge.
She's got the edge.
What about you, Maddie? I know you're riding for the USA Devo team, Dale Holmes Racing, Haro, all that stuff. How has that been this year, kind of with their support and that program behind what you've been doing?
It's been really good. I got to go down to the Supercross track a few times, which is really fun for me because I like to jump and mess around, so it's pretty fun.
Yeah? Did you ride the Rio replica, or did you keep it on Beijing?
We rode the Rio replica, but that one's a little bit bigger for me, so it was harder.
It's all right. It's a little bit bigger for me, too, so Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So I was just saying. So Maddie, you've been up. You're the current national number one cruiser title. What is that feeling like? You know, when you're up there on the deck, the camera's on you, and BA rocks in, and he says, "And with a win, and only a win, you're gonna get the you know." What's that feel like up there?
It's very nerve-wracking, but I just got to keep my head in the game and just not let that bug me and just race normal how I normally race.
Right. So just stay on the game. So that's a little bit, you know, you're going to have that same thing come up when you get up there, Hannah. They're going to say that same thing, you know, and it's going to go down to you and Danica probably on that gate. And so it's going to be game on there. What are you thinking at that point?
I'll just be probably thinking about what I'm going to do on the track, and like if I don't get a hole shot, what I can do to get out front in the end.
To make up some time and get back up to it.
Look at that, just stone cold. Doesn't even affect me. I'm just going to focus on the track, get my hole shot.
Yeah.
You know what to do, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Must be some of that Tyler Brown training then is what
Yes.
from the old days.
I won't take too much credit. This girl's awesome. But she does come hang out with me for summer camps and stuff like that. So she always gets plenty fast out there, but she puts in a lot of work back home.
Yeah. Her and her sister both, I'll tell you what, they're both killers on the track. They're definitely no joke.
Definitely.
And, they're always out front. They're always making it happen. They're making moves. They're not afraid to stick a wheel in where you need to. I mean, Maddie, the same thing. She'll stick a wheel in. She'll give you a little elbow. I mean, racing is racing and rubbing, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly right. All right, ladies. Well, we're going to wrap up this portion of the show. So best of luck to you out there this weekend. Kick some butt, have fun. And we're going to go to our next commercial break.
Okay.
This hurricane will be extremely dangerous.
On the outside, Hurricane Hannah getting the job done here.
Hannah is going to be one monster of a storm.
It's all Hurricane Hannah.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning.
Whose house? Our house. Hurricane, gonna pick up the wheel.
A hurricane warning remains in effect.
Let's go racing.
When did you see the sign?
When I needed to jumpstart sales.
Build attendance for an event.
Help people find their way. Fast Signs designed new directional signage.
And got them back on track. Get started at fastsigns.com.
Hey, it's Lauren Reynolds. I ride S-Squared bicycles, 3-time Bike of the Year.
Let's light it up with epic sparking action. The all-new Spark Ultra scooter from Razer. Just step on the spark bar and lay down an awesome trail of sparks. Ultra bright light-up wheels and replaceable spark cartridges let your Spark Ultra scooter unleash an awesome trail of unstoppable light. The all-new Spark Ultra scooter from Razer. Light up your ride. Each sold separately.
Stay strong, represent to the fullest, Stay strong, represent to the fullest, Stay strong, stay strong.
All right, pre-show, we're back. We got more ladies on stage, but we're switching things from the cruiser to the 20-inch. Grindle, we got some fast young ladies here. Next to me, I got Jordan Miranda. What about you?
Next to me, I have your current USA BMX national #1 girl, Katja Shriver.
Ooh, I like the hype on that. Ladies, how are we doing today?
Good.
You excited to be here?
Yeah.
And everybody watching, we have thousands and thousands of people tuning in live, so no pressure, don't mess up.
Okay.
I'm just joking. Actually, there's like 3 people, probably my mom, and that's it. Who knows? Who knows? And your parents, they're watching live somewhere. They're on their phones.
All your families.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, ladies, we're here in Tulsa. Have you rode the track yet?
Yeah, I have.
No.
Okay. What do you think of the track? So, did you ride it for cruiser practice?
Yeah, I ride for cruiser.
Okay.
It's not bad. The rhythm is just really soft, but I feel like it'll be good until the weekend. But it's just, I like the track. It's nice.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. What are your thoughts on looking at the track? How do you think of it so far?
Well, the track looks really good, and I'm really excited to ride it.
Okay. Eric, you know more about these ladies. You watch them all year long. Give us some insight. What are we looking for?
I'll tell you what, Shriver, BMX Sharks, and she's been a killer all season long. Obviously, she's your current national #1.
When you ride for a team like BMX Sharks, I think you got to be a killer, right?
Yeah, you kind of got to. I mean, we kind of get that little donna shark attack going on for some of the little riders when they're coming through traffic and stuff like that. So it's fun with them. But it seems like you guys got a really good crew. The team is really solid this year. What have you done to step up your game coming into the Grands to try to maintain it and hold on to that #1 title again?
Well, I've been busy with football, so I haven't been training much, but I'll try my best this year.
Okay. Football, so you play a little football too? What position do you play?
I play on the line.
Okay.
Like the offensive line.
Cool. Cool.
So a little different kind of training going on. So maybe that fast footwork kind of transfer onto the pedals and then kind of move you on through then, huh?
Eric, I've got a request for you now. The girl next to me seems pretty grumpy. I haven't seen her smile yet. Is there anything that you can do to get this girl to smile for me?
It's pretty
Lighten up and have some fun.
It's pretty hard to get Jordan to loosen up a little bit. I mean, she's pretty stone cold all the time, but
straight killer face.
Just straight killer face. I don't know how she intimidates some of her competitors with that face, but I mean, it seems to work because they're all pretty scared of her. She seems to moto on through them pretty well.
Good work, good work. So, ladies, some of the questions that we've been asking our previous guests is, how old are you? What are some of your biggest competition? All that kind of stuff. So let's just start out with the basics first. How old are you?
I'm 13.
What about you?
I am 12.
Do you two girls race each other at all throughout the year?
Yes, and open.
Okay.
Mixed open.
Who's faster?
Ooh.
Oh, they're so polite. They're so polite. I'm just joking. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. Okay, so let's see. You're in a lucky situation in the respect that you've been here in this situation before, and you're the current USA BMX #1 rider, so you kind of know what that's like. What is it like to be up there on the gate when BA is announcing, in this next group, one rider and one rider only with the win can take that main event or take over the title? How do you deal with that pressure?
Well, I mean, it's kind of scary and I get really nervous, but I don't know. I'm just gonna,
Is it fun at the same time though? Yeah. What about you? Have you ever been in that situation yet?
Actually, for the past 2 years, I went up for national cruiser and class, and I crashed in my cruiser semis, and I got like 5th in my class semis last year. So I've messed it up 2 years. Hopefully this is my year.
Third time's a charm, isn't that what they say?
Right.
Good. Right. Good. Oh, ladies, who's some of your best competition out there on the track?
Well, Layla Walker is down here.
Who are we pointing at? I can't see
the tall one with the long hair.
Oh,
Layla
that one?
Walker, yeah.
Oh, that one?
Okay. Our world one, and
just eyes on her.
Yeah,
okay.
And then Brianna Winter.
Over there.
Yeah, Winter.
JC. Yep. And Desi and Annabella Hammonds.
Just point them all out.
Yeah, I gotta point them all out.
Yeah.
Say, bring it.
And it, talking about all those girls right there, I've watched you guys, battle throughout the season, and it's a toss-up between all those girls. I mean, you could run a main with those girls 10 times in a row, and I bet you're going to get a different outcome every time. It's just one of those things. They don't back down from each other. They get in the corners, and I mean, they're throwing elbows. They're not messing around. They get rough. I mean, I think they're rougher than the boys sometimes.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Rubbin's racing. That's right. That's right. What about you? Who's some of your biggest competition out there?
well, everyone's really fast in my class, so I don't know who's my biggest competition.
Just all of them. Just the class in itself. Okay, that's good. That's good. You're kind of getting to that age where like some of the class might be kind of starting to look at doing some of the pro section jumps. Has that thought crossed your mind at all?
I don't know, not yet. I mean, I don't want to mess up anything.
Maybe in the next couple years,
yeah,
though?
maybe in the next couple years, but not now. I have my main goal, and that's National 1, and I'm going to keep that. I'm going to focus on that only, and I can't focus on anything else. My mind's set on that.
Looks like she's coming in locked and loaded, Grindle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and Katja, I've noticed that you kind of stepped your game up this year with the jumps and the manuals and stuff, kind of taking it off the ground a little bit. What extra stuff have you been doing, along the way this season to try to help that out?
Well, her or me?
Both of you.
Here, let's start off with you, and then we'll go to you, because I want to hear from both of them.
Yeah.
Like, this year I've been really trying hard to jump bigger jumps, because maybe in a few years, maybe I can try to do a pro set.
Okay, I like that.
I'll take my bike out in front of my house, and I'll like jump flat, so that way I can it helps me jump better. And then I have a double at my home track. It's really big, and I'm trying to jump that. I try to step up my game. Everyone's jumping stuff, and I don't want to be the only one not jumping stuff.
Right.
So.
It seems to be the game-changing point in when you guys are coming up through the ages as you get to 11, 12, 13. It seems like once the girls start taking off the ground, it gives you a big advantage. If you know how to manual and you know how to jump, it kind of puts you ahead of the game with all the rest of the ladies in the class.
And with that, I mean, girl racing has really been progressing these last few years. And I think the girls' class has progressed probably even more so than any of the other classes out there, just with how much the girls have really stepped it up on the lines of that jumping and manualing like they talked about. Do you see that something as something that you girls want to continue to go, and you hope that the class just gets harder and more stacked and more jumping, and then there's the supercross stuff and things like that? Do you see that as a pathway that you'd like to go down?
Yeah, I want to go to the Olympic Training Center when I get older and send that track. That would be awesome. That's my goal too.
What about you?
Well, it would be good if the classes, more people keep going to nationals. There would be more riders at nationals and harder competition.
Yeah, for sure. So she's calling all you girls out. All you girls, get out to the track, start racing, start jumping, start doing it all, right?
Step up the game, girls. That's what it's all about.
Any secret insight, ladies, for the weekend on the plans of what your kind of goals and mindset is going into the weekend?
I'm just going to focus on one thing, and that's my National 1 title.
There we go. I like it. What about you?
I'm just going to try my best and try to get NAG 1.
Okay. And then if that National number 1 comes with it, even better, huh?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Well, guys, I think it's about time that we start wrapping up this interview as well. So I want to thank you girls very much for coming out
thank you for having us.
Chatting with us. Best of luck this weekend. Kick some butt and have some fun, all right?
Good luck, ladies.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, ladies.
So you want to be a part of Team USA? Make your plans now to qualify for the 2019 UCI BMX World Championships in Zolder, Belgium.
USA BMX and BMX Canada are excited to celebrate the legacy of Bob Warnicki through the running of the Warnicki Scholarship Races again this year. Each of these races supports the Bob Warnicki Memorial Scholarship Fund, as 50% of all entry fees will be awarded as scholarships during 2019. So grab your friends and family and head to a track near you to participate in this year's Warnicki Scholarship Races. All current members, track operators, and volunteers are eligible to receive Warnicki Scholarship funds. To find out when a Warnicki Scholarship race will be held in your area, visit usabmx.com and then click Events.
Turn it on and go electric with Turbojets by Razer. Turbojets put the power at your heels. With a foot-activated electric motor, Turbojets delivers lithium battery-powered torque and awesome acceleration. Power up and ride with Turbojets electric-powered quick-change battery pack, putting control at your heels. Always awesome, Turbojets lets you go electric wherever you ride. Turn it on with electric-powered Turbojets and Turbojets DLX, only from Razer. Each sold separately.
I turn my thoughts off and on and 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 off and ain't gonna tease me, I won't live.
All right, guys, we are back. We got our next interview, and probably one of the ones that I'm most excited about, because this means we get to talk the most trash. We are sitting here with the Factory Team Challenge. We got these guys here ready to go. Grab your mics, guys. Don't be afraid. So, we got late Fritz rolling in.
He's rolling in.
Late for the party, too bad.
Late to the party.
We'll get him a chair.
He says he's fashionably late, but we'll get Fritz on in here, too. So, I got my man Costa. Costa, give me a rundown, man. Where are you sitting? Where's everything at? What team are you representing? Give us the full rundown.
Well, obviously I run Answer Running. We're sitting third this year. Not doing that great. We're probably, I think, 280 points or so behind Full Tilt, and I think 180 behind Jim's team Throwdown. So I'm here for the ride. I'm, hoping that maybe something will happen. Like back in 2012, my team and Jim's team totally collapsed at Grands.
Yeah.
And went down to like from 1 and 2 down to 4 and 5, hundreds of points down. That's like my only saving grace, I think, this weekend. But I'm here to have fun.
It's the Grands. So, anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
And that's what makes this race so cool and so exciting. Is like you said, you can go in number 1 and finish out 5, and you can go in 8 and finish out number 1. Like
yeah, for sure.
I mean, maybe not on the team standing, you can't go that far, but still, we can have a lot of moving and shaking going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So no pressure, guys. No pressure.
No pressure. He says don't blow it. My man Fritz, how you doing over there, bud?
Good. How are you, Tyler? Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. So, Grindle, let's start on that side, man. Who do you guys sit next to you? What are they doing here?
So I got Fritz, Full Tilt. What's going on, my man?
Not much. Just busy day at Grands, selling parts, getting the team ready. Looking forward to going up against these two guys.
It's always kind of a little standoff up here with these guys for a second. I mean, they're all good. It's all good competition with you guys. I mean, it's solid all year long. It's great. It's fun. Obviously, you're sitting at the top of the heap right now. How you feeling coming in with the crew?
Yeah, we're okay, I guess. Like George said, it can blow up at any time. You're never too comfortable.
Yeah.
So it'll be good competition.
Look at the modest mouse over there. Like, well, we'll see. Fingers crossed. What about you, Jimmy, man? How's things looking for you this weekend?
I always think it looks good, but like at the end of the weekend, we've been in contention quite a bit, but never really finished the Grands very good. So I'm just optimistic that we can just finish the Grands. If we can just finish the race well, I think we'll be okay.
I think Costa's got the most swagger with him right now. He's like, yeah, we're looking to come in and make something happen. Here we go. We'll see.
I don't really have anything to lose. Like, I don't know if anybody, well, I mean, I don't know if you know, but like, this is my last race running Answer Running as the team manager.
No, I didn't know that. Why is that? What's going on? Give us
it's been 10 years. I've been doing team stuff from 2008 to now, and I really need to like refocus again on running. So
just on the business side of things a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. And I've been busting butt building that warehouse, the manufacturing at my place, and I'm just ready to take running to a different point. And the team is a lot of work. These guys both do a ton of work, and it distracts from from my business. So
are you still going to be having a team, or are you just going to have somebody else?
No, I pulled out. Like I co-sponsor people, like co-sponsor Jim. Going to co-sponsor. They're gonna turn into the factory Answer team, the existing Answer Running.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, I just want to do something different, and I've won the title twice already. I'd want to go out on top because that'd be the best thing. I want to drop the mic up here, but I'm hoping I can win. And I at least want to come in and win Rock and Grands again. Yeah. Because I won Rock last year, the only Rock race ever. I've won the Grands 4 out of the 6 years. Donovan won the other 2 years. So, I just want to go out on top, and, good luck to these guys. Personally, I'm pushing for Jimmy, but sorry, Fritz.
That's okay.
It's okay.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
You got a bike shop cup, so that's all right. So yeah, that's kind of my deal. But yeah, I'm having a good time. This is the best position to be in, to be honest, because if we don't win, hey, it is what it is. We had a good career. If we do win, it's like I might burn the place down.
I like it. So Fritz, you're coming in number 1, man. What? How's the squad feeling? You guys got a good vibe up there? Everybody ready to go? I mean,
no pressure.
You guys have a couple of the most impressive pits. It's always looking good up there. I was fortunate to hang out with you in Rockford earlier this year. I love the rig and what you have going on there. So how's the team vibe up there?
It's real good. Everybody's real relaxed, getting ready to go. We'll struggle, I think, a little bit with the rock, but our Grands should be real good. So it is what it is. It's just bike racing, and everybody does their best, and just try to keep them calm and relaxed, and just don't want to see a three-peat.
That's fine.
There we go.
I just
There's a little
I don't know.
I'm looking for a first peat.
I'll give you you can win the cup, that's fine, but at the Super Bowl and you don't win the final event, like they don't usually give you that trophy, but that's, it's different in BMX, I guess. So, hey.
Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for. All right, Jimmy, what about you, man? Any secret weapons for the weekend? You guys got anything new going on over there, or just business as usual, game time?
Yeah, just the same old thing. But this is the first time that everybody showed up for cruiser practice. They don't even ride cruisers, but they wanted to get on the track and ride. That's never happened, so that's something different. That's something new. I've never really experienced them being here at 7 o'clock in the morning ready to ride a cruiser when we don't even have enough cruisers for everybody to ride, but they all wanted to ride one today.
There you go. Just that extra track time?
Yeah.
Grindle, what about you, man? You announce, you see all these guys, you see the ins and outs, you know how this game plays. What's your insight on the situation?
I'll tell you what, man. From all three of these guys, they've got so many heavy hitters in the classes, and it's always a toss-up between all their riders. Like we were talking earlier with those girls. You can put all these guys in the main event, and you can run it 10 times, and you're probably going to get a different outcome every single time with these guys. No matter if it's starting at the 12, 13-year-old experts on up through the 17, 20 guys, girls as well. You've got some stacked up girls. You've got some stacked up girls. You've got some so it's the competition. I love the competition between all of them, and it seems like all the riders, there's no they all hang out together, no matter what uniform they're wearing. That's what I like to see too. Is they don't. When it's game time, when you put that helmet on, it's game time. They all want to win. Everybody wants to be out front, but you see them all hanging out afterwards around the track, around all their pit areas. They're all, answering guys in full tilt and you throw down. Everybody's in everybody's pit. That's what's cool about it. They're all really good friends, but the competition is so serious with these guys, from right out the gate when we start off those motos, and you can just see them throughout the day. You're like, okay, well, they lost one in this group, but they got 2 more going in this group, and then it's fun to watch it play out throughout the season, throughout the day, the nationals, all the weekends, coming in and coming out with you guys. Everybody's got such a great crew. I can't say enough about all of them.
And one thing that we haven't talked about is the elite side of things. I saw that you guys recently picked up a newer elite rider, Josh Mclean. Okay, how's that going so far?
Real well. Very good kid, appreciative, helps out, good rider, training hard.
What do you guys have on the elite side of things?
Well, we have, how do you say his last name? I don't even know him, Matt. We call him Special K. So he's also from Australia.
Krivetsky?
Kriveskis.
Kriveskis, something like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm getting it right. Nobody's came and corrected me yet, so I just kind of keep throwing it out there the same.
I didn't know he was on the full team. I know he's been on the bike.
Yeah, no, he was on the bike. Well, he actually was riding for my son Thor, that was his guy, so I stole him.
Okay.
And so that's been a family issue, but other than that, he rode really well in Sarasota, he rode well. And he's been training really, really hard, so I expect pretty good things out of him. He's been riding really good at home. So.
And he's young too, right?
Yeah, he's 19. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and that's really the only. And then we have Danny, and she's really helped out all year to keep us even close with the elite points every weekend with the girls.
You're gonna forget Tyler?
No, he's in dentistry.
Well, he's not here right now, but he helped throughout the year.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, but like, I kind of
Tyler, come on, get on this guy.
I disowned him when he didn't show up to the. I said you got to at least come to the race. He's like,
Well, he gave you points in Rockford or one of those, or Albuquerque, one of those bullshit places.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to swear, but
that's Albuquerque.
All right, now George, though, you don't really have as much on the elite side of things, but
no, I got the bear. The bear.
Do you?
That's it.
Okay, that's true.
Lauren Reynolds. Yep.
Do you, at a race like Grands, is that so important because the rider count? There's so much rider count and stuff like that.
For the Rock, it is.
For the Rock, okay.
Why? Because it still is the same.
A backup score, you know. Like,
Yeah, I mean it's an okay backup score, but I at the amateur level, because of the way that they broke down those points and everything, it makes such a huge difference at the amateur nationals having that elite. And if you could have a man and a woman, and you know, they make a main and they
because no matter what, it's just a bonus. Like it doesn't take away from anything.
It does take away. It's definitely replacing other scores on that sheet. It's not like an added score.
Sorry, but I mean, like, you can still have all your amateurs, and then it's just like the icing on top of the cake. You can throw elite men and an elite women on there.
Yeah.
There's potential for better scores.
Yes, but if you get, you know, an elite man and elite women, they both get fourth, you're rocking 130 points right now.
Yeah.
Now, you know, to get up to like a 250 score, you really don't need two other amateurs that are, you know, on fire, like winning 6-7 racks. Like, you don't need that.
Okay.
So it makes a huge difference throughout the season. So yeah, I mean, that is probably one of the reasons why we are where we're at, because there were certain races that we just didn't go to. In particular, I think the team series came down to Albuquerque, Oldsmar, Georgia, and Rockford. Those races that these guys all, I mean, Fritz has like 6 elites, so like, I think he put it in a team sheet somewhere that had all 6 somewhere. I'm not sure.
But you can only run one man and one woman on the sheet.
Yeah, you can only run one man and one woman, but you can run 2 sheets. Yeah.
Okay.
So the team series really breaks down to that. Like, my top 8 scores match these guys, but my bottom 8 are horrible, and all 16 of theirs are phenomenal.
Okay.
So that's why where we're at. But you know,
But
it is what it is.
that doesn't come down as much. That doesn't play into thing at Grands.
Not at Grands, because Grands is unique. Rock-in Grands, you're getting 10 racks, 14 racks, 17 racks on riders, and it's, you know, 4 points per rack.
Yeah.
Double points on top of that for Grands. So it just you could have 1,000 elite riders show up.
Yeah.
First place is only 65 points.
Is it double though at Grands? I don't know. I'm asking.
Grands would be double.
Okay.
But you know, like a girl score that wins with 5 racks beats the elite.
Okay.
So you know, and that's one of those things. Like, we just have a lot more amateur racks here at Grands, and not the big scores will be dictated by amateur scores, not elite. In my opinion, it might save you. It might be a good, like,
backup.
You know, 2 riders crash, something like that, and that one score helps you maintain or whatever. But it's not going to make or break things, in my opinion. But
and that's the thing with this race, and you guys know this more than probably anybody else. It's so volatile; anything can happen. Does that? I mean, I guess that really plays into your favor in the respect.
Oh yeah, I'm banking on anything can happen.
You've got nothing to lose. But I mean, it kind of adds the excitement into the event as a whole, knowing that it's kind of. And not only do you have just the USA BMX guys, you have riders from all over the world that are coming to this race, and it's kind of becoming its own mini world championship. That you've got the best of the best that are coming in from all over. That say you got a hot 16X or whatever, and then the fastest dude from Europe comes over.
I think like all of Australia here is, and they're all on full tilt. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You know,
full tilt Australia. We got
full tilt Australia is there.
Throw down New Zealand. We got them all. Well, guys, this has been the blast. Best interview so far to date. So thank you guys for coming up here. Good luck to you guys out there. Hope it's a good weekend.
Good luck to both of you, seriously, this weekend.
And I want to say one thing before we cut out. I just appreciate you guys all, because at the end of the day, you guys are supporting riders and you're supporting your brands and what you guys do. And without guys like you guys, it's a key part of what we do out here. So thank you guys for what you guys do.
And you know, good luck to you. Don't blow it.
I won't. Thank you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We're banking on that one though, but
it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Make sure you win. Okay, because like I don't want to use that.
Cut it to commercial, Gmo. We're
that'll be the interview I'm waiting for here later.
I'm dropping
with
the mic.
Big C in the mosquito.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a good one.
All right, guys. Good luck. Thanks.
calendar for exciting events coming in 2019 to the Rock Hill BMX Supercross track. March 29th through the 31st, Rock Hill welcomes over 1,200 riders for the USA BMX Carolina Nationals. And September 13th through the 15th, see the pros at rounds 7 and 8 of the UCI BMX Supercross World Cup. You can also compete in our last double points amateur race of the season. Info at rockhillscbmx.com. Rock Hill, South Carolina. Competition lives here.
Ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Whose house? Our house. Let's go racing. Ready?
All right, USA BMX, we got the boys up here. We are talking cruiser talk now. We got a couple of the superstars next to me. I got my man, local Chula Vista boy, Hayden Passanisi in the house, and my man Marshall Gerke over here. What's up, gentlemen? How we doing today?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing good, thanks. What about you, Hayden?
I'm doing very good. I'm very excited about Grands and Rock, too.
That's good. Well, I'm excited to have you here. I'm excited to watch you at Grands and Rock. Grindle, who's the hot shot, man? What are we working with?
Man, I'll tell you what, Passanisi, you had a little bit of an injury this year, and you're just coming back, the last couple of nationals, you just got back in the mix. So how you feeling?
Feeling really good. I really like BMX, and I'm really excited for all these races.
So, and I noticed, you've got your sisters, so you're kind of training your sisters. They're getting in the game now. They're starting to ride a little bit more. They're getting on the track.
Yeah, they're starting to ride a little bit more.
Okay, awesome. And then the major, Marshall Gerke, in the house, your current USA #1 national cruiser. How you feeling this year, bud?
I'm feeling good. I don't have the points lead going into this year. This man over here does.
Okay.
So I'm feeling good. I feel like I can win. It's just it's not up to me anymore. It's up to what happens to everyone else. I don't control my own destiny.
Okay.
And even if I don't win, I would be honored to hand it off to this kid right here.
Awesome, man. That's what I like to hear. That's a great talk right there.
So I want to jump in on these two guys a little bit. So here's my insight. Get some mic feedback.
Yeah, a little bit of something going on.
All right, a little bit. I'm just gonna keep talking through it. Hopefully it's not like that at home.
Yep.
So I met this dude first time doing the pre-show a couple years ago. And I loved it, man. He had tons of energy. He was super hyped up. He kills it on the track. He does tricks out there. He does all kinds of stuff.
Right.
And then I got this little dude, little local shredder, who is just phenomenal out there on the track. I mean, I wasn't even riding at 8 years old, but I watched this kid at 8 years old, like manual through the rhythm, 2x2, doing stuff. Like, these kids are a couple top-notch dudes right here, and they're a blast to hang out with. Good energy, positive vibes, everything.
Absolutely. So let's see, Marshall Gerke. I'll tell you what, that guy. You're always at the skate park. You're riding scooters. What have you done this year to kind of step your game up, coming into the season, coming into the Grands? Have you done anything different, or are you just kind of doing the same stuff?
It's mostly been kind of the same stuff. Although the football has been really helping and all the basketball training, so I've had a little bit more of that. Kind of stinks though because I had a little bit less time on the bike, but I'm still feeling good, so I'm excited to get out there and kill it.
So are we going to see any 360s out there this weekend through the track or anything like that? You're kind of known for doing some tricks here this year and kind of busting out some 360s along the way during the race and pulling it off and still capturing the wins.
Definitely going to see that.
Okay.
That's that's just what I do. I have fun riding my bike, and that's what I plan to do for the next however long.
You gonna do the pro section?
Yes, I am.
There we go. Calling it out.
I like
Calling
it.
it out.
I hit the first one on cruiser in flats.
Okay.
So I'm feeling good. It's just second one. I tried to take a pedal in between the first one and the second one. Kind of messed me up. So.
Did you launch into the sand pit?
Yep.
Nice.
But the sand's nice and soft, so.
Yeah, I somehow managed to roll out of it. I was going so fast, I basically just shot into it and just rolled through it. I was like, probably should have flipped there, but we're good.
Okay.
So.
All right.
All right, Hayden, what about you, man? Like Grindle talked about, you had a little bit of an injury, but you're coming back. You've been training hard. How you feeling, bud?
I'm feeling really good. I've been training with the best pros like Tyler Brown, and so I want to say thanks for all the pros that have been teaching me, and yeah.
Hey, man, thank you, bro. What a guy. Now, this kid, he's been putting in a ton of work out at Chula Vista, so he's been going hard, getting in those extra gate practices, training sessions, all of it. You excited to be here at another Grands, bud?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I like the Grands because it's the last race of the year, which I wish I can keep on doing it, but we have to wait until next year.
So this is the kind of kid that, like, just loves BMX to love BMX. You know what I mean? Like at the end of any training night, he's the one going, can we do a full lap? Can we do a full lap? So most of the time at my clinics, like it's almost a punishment to do a full lap. Like if you do a full lap, like if you don't get a fast time, then you got to do a full lap. He's the opposite. I tell him, if you don't get your personal best, I'm going to pull you off the track and you don't get to do a full lap. So that's when he gets his best time, when he's got the pressure that we're going to take riding away.
Yeah.
So I'm just excited to watch you out here doing your thing, man. You're just a BMX lover, aren't you? Talking to the mic.
Yep.
What, have you rode the track yet?
Yes, I did cruiser practice.
Yeah. What's the inside? You got any tips for me? Can you help me back?
Take the pro set.
Take the pro set. Did you do it?
No.
Why not? You got talking to this thing.
Hayden, you can hit the pro set.
No, I
hit
can't.
The pro set.
No, I can't
Yes, you could.
because too big.
Marshall's saying that you can hit it, but it might hit back a little, huh? It's all right. I would say, Hayden, by the time you hit to double digits, maybe 10, you're going to be flying over that thing.
Yeah.
So, Marshall, any advice for, maybe not advice, but what's it going to be like going into this weekend, being that you've already been up there, you know what the pressure's like, you kind of know the vibe of the event. You guys just both seem to be just lovers of the game itself. So does it being up there for that main event and them calling you out, saying that you're going to be up for national #1, does it kind of phase you, put some pressure on you, things like that?
It definitely put a little bit of pressure on me in the gate. I was kind of like, okay, Marshall, you better win this or else I really don't know. But
you did. So
yeah, I did. But honestly, you just got to kind of race your own race and make sure that you don't like put too much pressure on yourself, because you put too much on it, put too much on yourself, it's just going to end up badly. I think that's what happened a couple of years ago. I kind of put too much pressure on myself. I still won, but I was like, okay, I probably could have done better in that race. But definitely you just got to keep pressure off yourself. That's definitely the key.
Anything for you, Hayden? Have you been up for a national #1 before?
No, I have not.
Okay, so how do you plan on dealing with the pressure this weekend?
I really want...
Is there even any pressure? You just wanted to race and get first place?
Yeah, I just wanted to race and get first place.
I love it. I love it. Grindle, anything from you, man? What do you see out of these guys?
Both these guys, I'm telling you what, they're always solid on the track, and they're super nice kids. I mean, you see them around the outside of the track, you know, hanging out with their buddies and playing and doing their stuff, just being kids. I mean, they just get out there and have the fun. But you know, it's funny with Hayden. You know, we call him the animal, Passanisi. You know, he's kind of known for, you know, if he gets kind of bumped around that first turn or something, and he kind of moves in the back of the pack a little bit, you can guarantee that come the third straightaway, this guy's going to turn the gas on so hard that he's going to be moving through traffic. In the last straight, he usually will pick you off coming through. He's kind of known for that a little bit. You know, he gets bumped around a little bit, gets in the traffic, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 the animal turns on, and he's out there. And then Marshall, it's very rarely that you see Marshall kind of get any hiccups around the track, but when he does, he'll fight right back, and he'll get right back on the gas, and then take care of business and make it happen.
But your gates are going to be on point this weekend because we've been working on them, right?
Yep.
That's right. They better be. All right, guys. Well, I'm looking forward to watching you guys have some fun out there, so good luck, kick some butt, and hopefully one of you guys brings back that title, all right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Anytime.
Give me knuckles, boys. Come on. We're going to cut to our next commercial break. We got some more guests coming up, so we'll have some more riders up here soon.
Ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Whose house? Our house. Let's go racing. Ready?
All right, we are back. Some more pre-show action with the most jacked group of dudes. Me and Grindle can barely fit up here with these chest and biceps up here. So I'm gonna have to go hit some bench press. Eric, I might leave the show to you for a little bit, and then I can come back on.
I'm gonna have to actually get a gym membership now, sitting next to these guys.
Wow. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? All right, guys. So what are we up for? We got the cruiser title. Is that what we're talking this week?
Yeah.
All right.
Cruiser title.
So introduce yourselves. Tell them who you are, who you're riding for. We'll just go down the line. Start with you.
Eric Sweets, race 51, 55 Cruiser, 51 over Expert, sponsored by SEO My Business.
There we go. What about you, man? Work our way down the line.
All right, Sean Dupree, race 4650 Cruiser, ride for Sia, Profile, Fly, I don't know, J&R.
All of them.
Dan's, I don't know, it's a list.
Everybody that hooks you up.
Yeah. Tangent.
Jim Nelson, 4650 Cruiser, Factory Vendetta, Elite Bicycles, Sacramento, California.
NorCal.
There we go, a little NorCal pride going on there. So guys, this is like, I mean, I think I've interviewed you almost every year I've done this. So
Yeah,
you've been up for this title a handful of times, huh?
Yeah, I think this is honestly, I think this is like my 5th time being up for it.
Have you got, how many times have you got it?
I've only won it once.
Okay, only won it once, so we're looking for time number 2 this weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Do any of you guys race each other throughout the year?
Sean and I do.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Jim do.
Okay.
But
So
funny thing, we haven't raced each other all year.
just because you're going to different nationals that you haven't ended up in the same spot yet?
Yeah, well, I went out to Vegas, but he was still 45. I'd already turned 46.
Okay.
And then I think I only went back west one time, but I was living back in Massachusetts, so I did a lot of East Coast races. And
Gotcha. And he's NorCal, so he's in the West
he's NorCal,
Coast.
yeah.
Who's going in sitting in points? Where are we at on our points? Who's sitting number 1?
Little dude that
Hayden Pisani.
Yeah.
No, I mean in your class.
Oh, Sean.
I got I think I was 10 or 11 points ahead of Jim.
Man.
So
He's hard to beat. I've got my work cut out.
Who's going to win?
I'm going to win, man. I'm confident, man. Like, I don't know. Let's just get it going right here.
Let's just get it going.
That's exactly what we're here for.
Yeah.
So you're not racing these guys, so you get to kind of sit back.
Luckily I aged out of that class before those guys got in it. You know what I mean? But I still got my work cut out. I got the legend, Hall of Famer Big Daddy.
Oh yeah, Big Daddy.
Me and Big Daddy been battling. I told him after last year it's back to Eric show again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just me and him back and forth. So we go back and forth all year. So, but I like, if you're gonna lose to somebody, that's the guy you gotta lose to. You know what I mean?
He's definitely a legend. I hear you.
Yeah, he's a legend. I got a lot of pressure on me, but I think I can pull it out. Like I said, I checked the analytics. He won, I won. Now it's my turn to win. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough. So what are we looking at rider count wise? Who generally has more riders in the class and stuff like that?
I think 4650 might have a little bit more riders than 51, 55. So all you old guys, I need some rider points.
Need some more old guys.
Yeah, I need
Start
some more
showing
old guys. Like last minute, show up.
Show up. We need you.
So what about in the other classes? Do you guys think you're going to go in with the rider count that you need to take the overall cup, or are we worried about some of the little guys like Hayden and stuff like that are going to have more riders? Because it's kind of, correct me if I'm wrong, it's either the real young kids or the older group.
Yeah.
Right.
So I looked at the points. So in the overall standings, I'm 7 points behind the little guy. So that's kind of cutting it, because I think I looked at like past results, and he, I think last year we had a bigger group.
Okay.
I had like 10 or 12 guys.
Okay.
So that could be enough. Like, so it kind of gets weird. Like, like Jim that has 10 points behind me. We'd have to have a lot of guys. It's a lot, man. This title I've been up for,
You got the math figured out.
It's you know, it's all about.
It's a numbers game.
It's a numbers game, man. It's tough, man. Even being a couple points back, you're kind of sweating because if none of my dudes show up this week and I have a low rider count, there's like not even a shot at it.
Yeah, you can do everything, and you're kind of at that point, kind of like we were talking with Marshall Gerke. You're just you're kind of waiting for somebody to lose at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, there's not much you can do.
And that's what I got to do. I got to wait for all these guys to lose, and then I got to
you're towards
win.
the end, so you really have to wait. You're all right, he's got to lose, he's got to lose, he's got to lose.
Like 6 guys got to lose, and the stars got to line for me to win. So.
But you know what? We've seen it happen at Grands before, guys. You know what I mean? It's happened plenty of times. So is this both of your first time being up for national number one?
Yeah.
Okay.
First time.
Cool.
First time.
How are you feeling under the pressure there? Is it something that you're embracing and enjoying, or?
Yeah, that pressure doesn't bother me at all. I just, I'm trying to get a good, smooth, fast lap and see what happens.
Okay. What about you?
I'm just taking it as another national. I've been racing the guys that I've been racing all year, so I like the excitement. But like I say, pressure busts a pipe and makes a diamond. So, either or. Like I'm just taking it in. I'm not really focusing on the title. I'm just focusing on doing my thing and do what I got to do, and whatever happens. So.
Yeah, that's the best way to look at it, man. Like I've been up for a few times. I think the first time is always kind of like a little star struck, but man, if you just go in like it's another race and don't worry about all that stuff, it makes it a lot easier, man. If you start crunching numbers and start tweaking, it gets crazy.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, kind of a neat story about Jim Nelson. A lot of guys know that a couple of years ago you went through battled some cancer, came back. You're up for the title right now. How does that make you feel, man? I mean, you're a fighter. I mean, we're good buddies, NorCal buddies, but I've seen you go through some stuff, and now you're back on top of the charge, and you're coming in hot. How you feeling?
It's an amazing feeling. I'm really, really blessed to be here right now, and I feel really honored, and I feel great. Been working hard and staying focused and racing locally. I feel good.
Right. So I'm excited, to watch this go down. If it doesn't happen for little Passanisi, coming through, I'm going to focus on watching you guys, and then, if I see this guy come through, at the top, at the end, it's going to be the ultimate Cinderella story kind of going on for Nelson. For going through that battle, coming back, and being as healthy as you are right now. Most guys don't come back like that.
I was really fortunate. I had amazing support from my BMX family. My sponsor, Eric Dyer, was phenomenal during the whole treatment plan and everything. So.
Yeah. All the all your bros, Ben Troya as well. Everybody, you guys were hanging out together at home, and we were giving you shout outs from here at the Grands and all that kind of stuff. So I mean,
I remember. I appreciated that.
Yeah, it's really it's an honor. I'm excited, to have all three of you guys up here, especially my buddy Jim. Just because of the story that goes on with it. And you guys have been racing a long time. You were pro back in the day. I don't know about you, Sean.
I've been racing since '79. Took a little break.
79.
So and then Sweets, you've been in the mix for a long time.
81.
Okay.
Right. So these guys are definitely they're like the grandfathers are definitely veterans of the sport. What do you guys got for any of the little guys out there? Kind of to give them some encouragement to set them on the path to keep riding BMX into their late 40s and into your 50s.
I just tell people never give. I never thought at 52 I'll be up for a cruiser title, and I just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and it happened. I never gave up. If you do the work, when the time comes, you don't have to do that much work. You already did it. So I just tell kids, never give up. It's not going to happen overnight. I started back racing in 2008 from 2000. And it's 10 years, and like I tell people, it took me 10 years to get where I'm at. Every year I came to the Grands, I was leading, got passed, leading, got passed, leading, got passed. So I just tell kids, never give up. Keep your eye on the prize, keep working, stay determined. Sooner or later, that happens.
So, guys, one quick question, since we got a little bit of an older crew up here that I'm slowly getting my way up to. How many Grands have we been to? This is my 20th in a row. So what are we sitting at, gentlemen?
Me, probably 10.
10, okay.
It's my 11th ABA USA BMX.
How do I have double you guys?
I went to one in '92 back in Oklahoma City, but I was an NBL guy.
Oh, yeah.
So I've got 20 about 20 of those.
So you ditched this one and went to the Christmas Classic. You did Louisville and Christmas Classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we had Morristown back.
Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah, we had Morristown Thanksgiving weekend.
Right.
Then, so.
What about you?
This is my 5th Grands.
5th Grand?
Came in 92 and then 14, 15, 17, and now.
Awesome.
Nice.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap up this segment of the show. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break, but good luck, guys. I hope you guys kick some butt, have some fun.
Yeah.
More importantly, stay safe, because we all got to go to work on Monday.
We all got to go to work on
Tuesday.
Monday.
Thank you.
Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that.
All right, guys. We're going to cut to our next commercial. Good luck, guys.
All right, thanks.
Stay strong, represent to the fullest, Stay strong, represent to the fullest, Stay strong, stay strong.
I don't know.
All right, Tulsa, we are going to bring you from the old guys till we got the young kids. We are starting one of our most heated battles in USA BMX history as far as like the most coveted title you could win as an amateur. We got our national #1 amateur boys up here. What's up, boys? How we doing today?
Good.
All right, so we got a factory throwdown Dylan Wood, correct?
Yeah.
And we got the tangent riff dude, Nick Adams, yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, what's going on, boys?
Nothing much.
Just hanging?
Yeah.
Just getting ready for practice today.
Yeah, you guys ride yet? Cruiser
I
practice?
rode cruiser practice.
Yeah?
It was nice.
How's the course?
Good. It's
Yeah.
fast.
Did you hit the pro section?
Oh, they closed it. The kid got hurt.
Lame. I was going to get some tips from you, bro. All right, so where are we sitting, guys, going into this race? Where are we at?
I'm sitting number 2 in national points and NAG 1 in class.
Okay.
We're sitting National 6, NAG 1, tied for National 5. Just need a little bit of luck on our side, but hey, we can go anywhere.
Hey, we're at Grands. Anything can happen, boys. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
All right, Grindle, you watch these boys all year, so what are we going to be looking for these guys this weekend?
I'm telling you what, man, you're 16 now?
Yeah.
So, and you're, how old are you now, Dylan?
15.
15, so, two of the gnarliest classes out there, the 15 boys, 16 boys. I watch you guys, all year long battles. Nick, I don't think you've lost any races this year, have you?
Yeah, a few here and there. Jack to Gavin.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Freewell kind of got you once or twice, but he's definitely stepped his game up. Obviously, you've been pretty solid all season long. I mean, what did you do different this year than years past? I mean, I know you've had that NAG 1 title. I don't know how many times.
None yet. This is going for the first year for class at least.
Yeah.
We just prepared ourselves more mentally than physically. We kept the physical state, but mental was the key rule this year. Right. As long as I knew that I was, the fast kid out there, then I would win the race. I just didn't want to lose it beforehand.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Dylan, how are you feeling? I mean,
I'm feeling pretty good. Better than any year I've ever raced.
Have you been up for the title before?
No.
No, you haven't. Nick?
Yeah, every other year than like the last 3 years.
Right. So I mean, it's...
So just another day in the office for you, huh, Nick?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
do you guys race each other at all throughout the year?
I raced him at Rock this weekend.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll race Friday, and then he ages up to 15 before I age up to 16. We're both a little, late in the year, but we'll race like a race or two at the end of the year.
Who's faster?
I'd say Dylan.
No, he's faster.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out Friday, right?
Yeah.
We'll find out Friday.
Who's going to win Friday?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What a bunch of nice young gentlemen. Man, I don't want to say it. He might win. I don't know. He might win. But on the track, are you guys that nice? Are you running into each other and throwing each other over turns?
No, I'm just no, not the most aggressive.
You're turning almost as red as his shirt right now.
The lights are hot.
The lights are hot.
Yeah, man.
We're just on fire right now. So what do you guys think of the track?
It rides fast.
Yeah, I haven't even, to be honest, I haven't even looked at it. Came straight in from a plane last night, straight here to the show. So I haven't even looked at it yet. What are your thoughts on it, Nick?
Looks like it's meant to carry a lot of momentum and speed. Not many tight, turns until the last turn and last straight. But looks like you're gonna have to carry a lot of momentum. Make that pro set. Pro set's gonna be a big thing. If you pull up for the first one, the second one's gonna be tough.
For your guys' class, correct me if I'm wrong, the pro section's pretty much mandatory at this point.
Yeah, we have to.
With a track like this, if it was a crazy one, a berm jump, anything like that, but with the track set up like this, for you guys, I mean, it's mandatory, right?
Yeah, you have to do it.
I feel if there's a lot of carnage in second turn, they didn't make the actual AM side so much farther away from the actual pro side as it was last year. So I don't know, that may play a role if someone's going too slow on pro set, maybe someone squeaks in on the AM side. It's not that much of a big time difference, throughout that section.
Yeah. So does that mean that in practice you're going to be kind of training both sides, or you're coming out here like, listen, we got 25 minutes.
Straight pro set.
Straight pro section.
No, yeah, straight every lap. It's you better dial in the one side that you're going to use the most.
And so, so that's kind of your game plan is like, hey, I'm going to be out front anyway. I'm not going to be in that carnage. If I end up stuck on the rhythm side, I guess we'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Eric, you're a NorCal dude. We got Nick. He's a NorCal dude.
Yep.
Give us some insight on what you see on this kid. I got kind of my own thoughts on this little punk. Just kidding. He's a super good kid. But you see him a lot more than I do. So
I do. I see him a lot, man. He's kind of a quiet kid. I mean, he's more vocal this year than he has been in past few years. He's kind of like broke out of his shell a little bit. Getting a little older, aging up. Kind of just like manning up a little bit, I guess, is what you would call it. But super nice kid. I mean, he's at the track. He's doing work. He's got a gate at home. You got a little track at home. I don't know if you guys are. It's in use, but
it's in full use.
It's in full use. So he's got that going on. He's down at Oak Creek a couple days a week. Usually out at the other track, Rio Linda. Maybe once or twice a week. Sometimes if you get out there. He's just a good, all-around good kid. I mean, I don't have much bad to say about him. Even
should we try to find some?
You can try to find it, but I mean, even when he's out on the track, guys will get aggressive with him. He's not the aggressor. He kind of somebody gets into him a little bit. He might give him a little bit of love, but he's usually the guy to kind of back off before he'll lay into a guy. But I think that you might need to kind of lay into a guy maybe at the Grands to take that title away.
Yeah, short first straight, lane 8 might call for a little carnage.
That 30-foot line is coming up quick and everybody's moving over real fast.
Get past that line and put the axe out. What about you, man? I don't know a lot about you. Where are you from? What's your local track?
I'm from Houston, Texas, and I ride Pearland. I mean, it's a small track. It's nothing crazy.
Okay. Are you excited once that new facility in Houston's going to be getting built and stuff like that?
I'll be riding there every day for sure.
How far do you live from there?
I live about 20 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, man,
it's not
nice.
far at all.
You're going to be set. You're going to be loving it come World's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. What do you think of the track out here as far as just kind of flow and technique? I mean, are we looking at a little bit more of a powerful track, is a little bit more of a skill track, or a good combo of both?
A little bit of both. Like the first straight's just power, and then the second straight's a little bit of technique, and pro set how fast you can get through it. It's fun to ride though.
Okay. Now, how are you guys going to be dealing with the pressure this weekend with that national #1 on the line? Are you already starting to feel it? Are people starting to talk to you about it, hyping it up?
Just another race.
No, just not worried about National 1 at this point. Just got to win the race and see where it goes from there. But the main goal is just to win.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it.
Good advice. Good advice. Cool, Grindle. You got anything else on your side, man?
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it with these guys. I mean, it looks like they're both gamed up. They're ready to go. They're cool, calm, and collected. And I don't know what else they've got. I mean, you guys got anything? Want to give me shout outs to any of your friends out there, girlfriend or anything like that? Nope. Ain't happening.
No. These guys have too many girls. They can't single one out. Grindle, come on. Don't put them on the spot like that.
Right?
Come on,
No. Come on, Nick.
All right.
That's just not true.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like we got a couple other guys up for the #1 here. So you guys hold on. We're not cutting a commercial yet. I'm going to do it just a second.
Calm down.
So good luck to you guys this weekend. We're going to Looks like we're just bringing them straight on. Never mind.
we're
not
just gonna
going
go right into it.
All right, guys, get out of here. Yeah, we're done with you. We're done with you. Hey, yeah, it's been real. It's been real. All right, get out of here. Later, bro.
You already know.
We're going right into it. We're going right into it.
We're going right into you already know.
All right, pre-show. We got the sauce drip, drash, splash, grass, flash, dash, fire. You know it's all of it. We got the squad. What up, boys?
What up, guys? How are you guys?
Not much, man. I'm going to spin a beat. You ready to freestyle?
Not right here.
Oh, come on, dog. Come on,
I got to
man.
keep it clean. I don't know if I can not accidentally,
Accidentally drop some? Speaking of clean, you have clean hair on this side? Is it not colored right now?
Well, it kind of messed up. I did green last night, and I guess green and pink makes brown, and I did not know that.
It just looks natural.
So I guess so.
All right, for those of you at home who don't know, we got the Shibby Show. Anthony Picardo over here. Who do you got over next to you, Grindle?
Birdman, Brandon Crane, your current national #1 am.
And then we have the guy who's currently sitting national #1, right?
Yes, sir.
So you guys probably hate each other, right? You're not friends at all. You don't want anything to do with each other.
This guy's whack
It's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. I actually like that it's both of us, and I think it's just we both always push each other, and I think it's cool that we're up for it together. So whoever puts it down and makes it happen.
That's super cute. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit on my side right here. I know, Shibby, this has kind of been a big year for you. It's been your breakout year. You've been winning a lot of races in the toughest class that USA BMX has. There's a lot of hype around you next year, not only this year and next year. Up for this title, looking to turn pro next year. Kind of give us some insight on how this year's been for you.
Well, after last year when I crashed in the NAC 5, I kind of just put my head down and was like, all right, well, I'm going to take it as serious as possible and take advantage of every opportunity I had. And I just started training and doing everything I had to do. And it's all came together. And I got people like Shane and Rebecca to back me up and push me to get to where I need to go. And everything has gone the way I wanted it to. And I don't know what else to say. I just worked my ass. I just worked my butt off super hard, and I've been going as hard as I can, and that's all it really is. I don't know what else. I worked hard, and it's all paying off. So that's pretty much it.
Boom. What about you, man? How's your year been this year?
It's been pretty good. Beginning of the year was going good. Then it started getting sluggish towards the middle. Then I brought it back up towards the end. And right now I've just been training hard, getting ready for this race, and I feel good, ready to...
What do you think that middle of the year slump kind of was from?
I think I was just
being lazy,
relaxing, or
just being lazy. He's calling it out.
Being lazy. I like it.
Straight up. How old are you now?
I'm 14 now.
Okay, so you're that age where you're lazy, huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But you were at 14. Come on,
I know. I wasn't even racing, so at least he was still racing. I was being super lazy, so I can't say nothing.
All right, boys. What do you think of the track? I haven't really got a chance to see it yet. I'm wanting some insight from you guys. So, what do you think?
I think it looks pretty dialed. I think it's going to be a little technical with the deepness in each jump, and I think the pro set's going to throw a couple people off on how small it is, and it's kind of long. So I think the track came out pretty good, and I think everything looks good. So I'm stoked to ride it. I haven't ridden it, so I don't know anything else.
Okay. What about you, man?
Looks pretty good. Really peaky. Second straight looks fast. Pro set, I guess short but long, and.
What do you mean, short height-wise but long? So some long and lows?
Yeah, they're long and lows. Looks good.
Okay.
You're going fast.
So at your age, because you said you're 14, right?
Yeah.
Now, how are you approaching this weekend? We've talked to some of the guys who are 15, 16 and up. Obviously from those ages, you guys are going to have to be jumping the pro section. Now, what about in your class, though? Do you see it as something for you? Are you not even practicing the amateur side? Are you going hey, I'm doing the pro section every lap, that's it, what it is?
Yeah, I'll probably do amateur once and then just practice my pro, because I'm at the age where you need to do it. Last year, you had to, 13 and up, you had to jump it. And I'm sure this year it's going to be faster, so it's a must again. But probably practice amateur just in case, but pro for every lap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, on your side, who's some of the biggest competition that you see battling with these guys out there, and what are the viewers at home going to be expecting this weekend?
Man, I think with these guys, especially with Brandon, he's kind of one of those out front guys. One of the only guys he really has to worry about might be himself at this point. He's been pretty solid all season long. There's always a lot of heavy hitters in the class, but it seems like Brandon's you're really smooth out the gate. you're pretty calm and collected, throughout the week, and you always stay pretty, you don't get too hyped up. You're not too, one of those guys. You're always just kind of sitting off in the corner, just kind of laying low. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm thinking with Brandon, he might be his own worst enemy. But with Picardo, man, I'll tell you what, there's probably 60 guys in that group that are
20,
that are coming for it, and it's anybody's game. But Anthony, you stepped up your game a lot this season, and you get out front right away and you maintain that. But I've seen you get caught up and balled up in a little bit of stuff, but I've seen you battle right back through it like nobody's business. But besides yourself, who do you think who's your biggest comp coming towards you?
I honestly, everybody's competition. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say nobody's not. I'm not worried about somebody next to me or something like that. Everybody's fast.
Yeah.
So I'm not focused on one person or anybody. I just know that when I get in the gate, that everybody in the gate is just as fast. And I just worry about myself, because just like you said to him, yourself is your biggest enemy. So as long as I hold together and do what I got to do, I'm really not worried about anybody. I just know everybody's fast. So
yeah, everybody's fast. And I've noticed, since we changed that 17-20 group this year, honestly, the battles that go down in that class are almost more intense than some of the A-Pro battles that I've seen going on, this season. I know a couple of guys that have gone from that class and gone to A-Pro. They don't want any part of that class anymore.
Yeah.
It's serious competition out there. It's definitely no joke.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely my most fun racing I've ever had, and there's always battles. There's always something crazy happening in the lap, or there's multiple things that happen in one lap. So, I'm just happy to walk away safely from every lap that I race in the class and just do as good as I do. It's a blessing. So.
Have you ever been up for the national #1 title before, Picardo?
No, I've been up for NAG 1 when I was, I think, like 8, 9, 10, but I always crashed out in the semis. And I always took BMX serious, but I never was like, all right, I'm going to go for this title or go for this until this year. So, no, not really, honestly. But I've been up for like NAG 1s, but it wasn't nothing like, I didn't have like a complete shot, because I didn't take it really like, there's 3 or 4 people that were like going to battle for the one, and I was just get in the main and do what I could do. And then this year I was just like, all right, well, we have a chance with the biggest rider count. Why not go and see what I can do? And it comes down to this race right here. So
who do you think your biggest competition is coming into this moto-wise? Who's coming for you, Brandon?
Well, there's always there's about 10 guys in there. I know there's foreigners going to be here.
Right.
Obviously, the people I raced all year, they're going to be here. I know they're training hard. Right. I trained hard too, so it should be a good battle.
And running that black plate all year long, it kind of paints a big target on your back. Yeah. Everybody's kind of gunning for you every single lap.
Like if you mess up, they're just gonna talk about it. So you just gotta hold it together the whole year.
And I've seen a few guys take a few shots at you this year, kind of not super dirty, but on the edge of might be a little crazy, but it seems like you've taken those blows in stride, and it really hasn't affected you at all this year.
It's just they're gonna take them. They're gonna take the shots, but I just have to move past that and then show them like,
Right.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump in here. We are going to end it with these dudes here. We got our next crew ready to come up. So we're going to go to our next commercial break. Good luck to you guys this weekend. Let's have some fun.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you.
So you want to be a part of Team USA? Make your plans now to qualify for the 2019 UCI BMX World Championships in Zolder, Belgium.
I ride S-Squared bicycles, 3-time Bike of the Year.
Ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Whose house? Our house. Let's go racing. Ready?
All right, USA BMX, we are back. We got our ladies on stage. We have two of the fastest girls in the world on stage next to me. And I made this mistake at a recent clinic, and I called her Elise Post at a clinic out there, so I blew it. So we got Elise Willoughby, Brooke Crane, and the beautiful one, Erick Grindle, still on stage here. Yeah.
The prettiest one up here.
Yes.
Whoa.
How we doing, ladies?
Good to be here.
Excited for another Grands?
Yes, sir. It's number 19 for me.
Okay.
And number 21 for me. I've been here every single year that's been in Tulsa, I realized.
You got me beat. This is 20 for me. So you're the only one on
stage. I didn't race
stage.
every one of them, but I was here.
Okay, I broke my collarbone in practice once, so I've raced 19, but 20 here.
I think we're equal. I think I've missed 2 of them.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
We got another
What you're saying is you guys are old.
Oh. Dusty.
Yeah.
Dusty.
He's a veteran, okay. I'm working my way there.
So we've had an awesome year this year watching you two ladies race, whether it be here in the USA, all over the world. Elise, you've kind of gone over a phenomenal season this year. You're currently, correct me if I'm wrong, undefeated in the USA BMX series this year?
Yeah, I was able to make it to every round except Rockford. I was on my honeymoon, so we passed that one up. And training partner Lauren took one of the wins, though, so that was cool. And Felicia took one there. But other than that, I've been at all the rounds and been able to win all of them.
So,
and I was like, she hasn't even come to all of them.
You've got 2 chances left to break the streak. How are you feeling going into the weekend? Is it something we might see?
I'm excited. You know, the older I get, the more I'm just happy to be here. I just want to go out and be healthy, have fun, and give this one a run for our money and hopefully make a good show.
We've been talking about Grands and how many we've all been to. How many Grands have you two been going head to head for this exact race?
Yeah, too many to count.
So Dominique came in for 5 years and was pretty dominant as well, and so we were kind of all battling with her.
Then when Mariana was on the scene too.
Mariana came for one.
Battle.
And then pretty much since Mariana was 2013, and then since 2014, I think me and Brooke have been 1 and 2 going into this race. So it's a lot of battles, a lot of years.
A lot of battles, weekend in, weekend out, whether it be here all over the world. So, Eric, you watch these girls race all the time. What's some insight that you have?
I mean, it's awesome to watch these ladies, get in the gate together. It's all business. No joke. When these girls put their helmets on, they're not friends anymore.
Yeah, don't look at me.
Don't at our engagement party a couple weeks ago, but now I'm like, what engagement?
Yeah,
I don't care.
they're being kind of nice to each other right now, but I mean, it's game time. We're at the office. We're here to work. It's awesome to watch you ladies battle it out, and then just to see you on that at the parties and stuff like that. You're hanging out, your best friends, and you guys are doing all this cool stuff, and then right back. Here we are, back at the Grands, back to business. I know Brooke focuses 100% on trying to beat you every single lap, every race that she goes to. I mean, that's her main goal, and I mean, she definitely throws it all out there at all times.
I think that just goes to show our sport. You can be the best of friends with people outside of, actually on the track and being competitors on the track. My best friend growing up, Taylor Wolcott, which you know well, I raced her every weekend my entire life. And on the track, we weren't friends, but as soon as you cross the finish line, it's back to just normal. At the end of the day, we all share the same passions. We all share the same love for the sport. And, when you set your competition side aside, you get along great. And, we all have the same qualities, I guess, in life.
Same goals, same interests, passion. So I mean, you click well, and it's unfortunate that in our sport, it's almost more aggressive or competitive in the way that people can almost, per se, ruin someone else's day because it's so head to head, and like you do hit on the track. There isn't lanes, there isn't any of that. So sometimes, people think it can be hard to differentiate, that from real life. But at the end of the day, none of us want to get hurt. None of us want bad things to happen to each other.
It's
we
just
all
a
want to
common
win.
respect for each other. Like, if I'm in the lead and she goes and hits me in the last turn and she wins, it's like, you sit back and you're like, okay, well, if I was in that situation, I would do the same thing, you know?
Right.
So unless it's intentional, but at the end of the day, it's just racing.
Unless I
I
stick
want to
my
win.
foot in her front spokes or something.
I want to win. She wants to win, and
Sure.
you know, you give it your best shot. And I think anybody who's mature and races can.
Yeah, not anybody. There's some that,
Yeah, there's some that can, but you know,
yeah.
if you're mature enough to see it.
So we get to, with you ladies, we're going to talk a little bit more about just the track and the bike. You know, last year we were talking about Elise and her wedding coming up, and you just announced your engagement. You had an engagement party and all that kind of stuff. So how exciting was that?
It was good. It was a lot of fun. Where were you?
I was unfortunately
I was
working.
to say, where was Tom? I was there.
Unfortunately
What was there? A birthday party? What do you got?
Yeah.
It's all right. No, it was good.
But I wanted to be there. We were there in spirit.
You were there in spirit.
We were there via social media, watching everybody and wishing that we could.
Yeah, it was good. And, you know, after spending that kind of money on an engagement party, I kind of wish we just had the wedding that night.
I thought it was a wedding.
I thought it was like a wedding. I thought it
When
was
I
going to be
showed
a
up, I
secret
just
wedding
told her
at
that.
time.
I was like, oh, this is a mini wedding. Like,
in hindsight, we should have just done it then because
Right.
I don't
Just
want to
knocked
spend
it
that
out.
kind of money again.
It looked amazing. I know that I wasn't there.
it was
From what I
fun.
saw, I was like, dang, they're having a wedding up there.
Yeah.
We blew
It was fun. It was fun.
good.
We had some. We got down with the DJ, did some dance. I did a little rollout for the ladies.
Did you give us the yeah.
I was
Well,
in
they played Thunderstruck, you know, and you're not gonna not go up there and you know.
I got a
automatic.
story.
You start shaking like, oh my gosh, where's the microphone? Where is
You
it? I
know
need it.
that story from the show, him saying he's playing Thunderstruck in his garage, getting hyped up to do the Cafe Willoughby intros. This guy, when Thunderstruck comes on, he's going.
It's
Like,
going.
He's saying
And
something.
he started announcing our names, and like Rachel was in the dance floor area with him, and I hear this, and I'm over at the fire pit making a s'more.
Did you put your helmet on?
And I'm like, wait,
helmet?
what's going on? And I'm like trying to finish my s'more and run over there.
Is there chocolate in your teeth for it?
Probably.
Probably. It was fun. It was
Give
a
the
lot of fun.
sponsor rundown and everything. The horror dogs.
No, we didn't go for sponsors. I did lane 1 and lane 8. That was it.
Okay.
That was it. I mean, it was just a great time. Thanks again for the invite. To see all, and some of the other girls were there. You know, Lauren was there. You know, some of the other competition. I mean, it's just like we were saying before. It's just so nice to see everybody in that kind of atmosphere. You know, Cut Loose. You know, Nick Long. Everybody's there.
Everybody dressed up. That's what's fun. Yeah.
Speaking
we're all-
of Cut Loose and Nick Long, that goes in
Cut
one
Loose.
sentence.
Hey,
together.
remember Nick's
That
jacket?
guy, he likes to party.
The jacket, though. That's what it was all about. Nick's jacket.
I'm just surprised you drug Nick out of the house. Really, that's
like his engagement jacket. He wore that to all of the festivities,
I'm
the
sure if it was up to
bachelor,
him, he'd
his
wear that to the
engagement.
wedding.
He will wear that to your wedding.
Yeah.
Who want to bet
He
on
will
it
not
right
wear
now?
that to my wedding.
I was thinking
If
about
he's in the
borrowing
wedding,
it.
He's not wearing it.
I was thinking about borrowing it for the mains this weekend.
You should.
Yeah, maybe he could borrow. Yeah, 'cause is he wearing it this weekend? Where's Nick Long? Is the jacket in the house? The fans at home need to see what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I mean, what else are you? How do you guys feel about the track? Is the pro set going to be the automatic factor for you two girls? I know you're two of the first to go for the pro set.
Do they even get to do it? Do you get to do it? Well,
I don't know what the rules are this weekend because there's 3 finals as well, so it's different.
Yeah,
I think we're usually okay with it.
Last year, I did it in the 3 finals. I never made it, but I
you
did
did
it.
Great attempts. It was
I made
awesome.
attempts, but
She's in it.
yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things I can't tell you right now by looking at it if we're going to hit it. I mean, obviously it looks faster, so we're most likely going to try it.
That's what I was going to ask. In practice, are you going to try it?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay.
But I'm glad you guys are going first because it's usually pretty soft today.
I'm not. I'm in your practice.
Oh, you're a vet
So I'm
pro.
going to follow
sorry.
you.
Yeah,
I'm
here's the
gonna
question.
follow
Are you doing it?
I'm going to follow you through it. I already
okay.
told
Yeah.
you.
But the track looks good. It looks like it flows well. It looks smooth, and you know the Grands track are always fun. It's always big. It's always long. I'm not sure that fun and long go together, but it's always.
You know, regardless of what you show up and the track looks like at the Grands, it's fun to be here. Your adrenaline gets going, so I think it's just fun. Like no matter what the track is. There's been years where it's like mud out there from rain the week before, and it's still fun. The hype's still there. It's
Right.
just good.
Right.
Or like 2014 when we had 5 straightaways.
Yes.
That was brutal.
And the 4th straight was so hard.
Yeah. We were just
And I
talking
had a
about that this
broken
morning.
shoulder pretty much, and I had to freaking jump them and was like up here, and you guys are all looking good manualing through there. Oh god, this is ugly.
Good times. Good times. Yeah, I mean the Grands it's kind of its own event that's kind of just morphed over the years to be this really cool thing. You know what I mean? And the hype just continues to get built up, and I think that's just due to just like we were talking about with some of the amateurs, how volatile this race can be. Like, you can go in last place and you can come out number 1 and anything could happen. And with the pros being that there's 3 mains, that kind of adds something that we don't have all year or we haven't had for a while. What do you girls think of the 3 main format?
I like it when I don't do good in the first one, but I'm more of a fan of just the one. We race it all year long, so it's like, why change it at the end of the year? But you know, I personally just like, you know, everything's on the line for one race, not, you know, you have, you know, I don't know how many times I've won the first main and been like stoked and then realized, wait, I have 2 more mains to go.
Oh wait,
like that's the worst feeling. But
yeah, and I'm on the other end of it where I think every race should be 3. I mean, I love it because I think it's a show of consistency and less of those, like you said, anything can happen, where it's like, it still can with 3 finals. Stuff goes wrong all the time or very right for some people, but I think it's pretty exciting and the anticipation builds and the show they put on. I think
like
it's great.
Last year
we saw that last year.
Last year was pretty crazy. Like a couple people, you went down in the first main, so it just mixes points instantly, and it's like, okay, now everybody's intrigued, you know, to see what's going to go down.
For sure, that was going to be exactly what I was going to say. To talk about last year. Yeah. We now let's go a little bit beyond the track with the racing. Something that I just kind of remembered. You girls had a pretty big week this week with what's some of the cool stuff you girls have been doing this week as far as press conferences, and I saw that you went to the hospitals and visited some kids. And what was some of the cool stuff that you did?
Brooke wanted to steal a baby, I think, from the hospital.
Man,
Always.
It's pretty sad, but so we started out on Tuesday night. We did a press conference at Hotel Indigo. Indigo?
Yep.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. Which was good. Just had some people
That was
ask us
mostly
some
the
questions.
city officials and, like, you know, just people around talking about the Tulsa transition, just being in Tulsa for 21 years, and that was cool. And then we went to all of us went to a little bit different stuff on the start of yesterday.
Connor and I were the lucky draw to go to the 6 a.m. news interview.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, which was
Did you literally just draw
super exciting.
Yeah.
Nice.
We were 8:30, so we got a little more sleep.
Yeah, and then all of us went to the Children's Hospital here in Tulsa, and we.
I've done that a few years myself. It's really cool, huh?
Yeah, we took toys to them, and they got to pick out toys and come out and check out our bikes, and it's rewarding for them, but I think it's even more rewarding for us.
100%.
Yeah, because they're shy and they're like, they don't even know who's coming in here or whatever. They just know people are coming to see them, and then they get cool stuff. And so then for us, we get to see that smile on their face from something so simple and head into the Thanksgiving holiday very thankful for the opportunities we have. So I think that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, then we had, I don't know if you went anywhere after that, but then we did some radio interview stuff locally and that, and I think Tulsa's really just trying to get a push for being, you know, welcoming BMX, and USA BMX is trying to, you know, outreach with the community a little bit more, and all the STEM programs that they're doing and all that foundation side of things. I think they're doing a really good job with all that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Eric, you got anything else on your side, my man?
I want to know who won the game of Candyland.
Oh, the little girl smoked me and
Did
Rachel.
she?
Yeah,
She got
she
you,
did.
huh?
Yeah.
In like less than 5 minutes. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Which that was heartbreaking in itself, to be like, hey, like, we played 2 games with her, and then the lady who was showing us around, everybody else went to the next floor, so they were waiting for us to go, and I had to tell her, like, we had to go, and man, I was everything I could do
So
to
she
not
stayed
cry.
for a little. They let like, okay, you can stay for another game.
Yeah, it was,
awesome.
but it's hard for sure. It's, you know, those kids don't deserve that. And
Right.
So.
No, that's awesome that you guys give back like that. You know, it's
Yeah.
always good to see. You guys are you guys are always doing something good, you know, no matter where you're at. You know, I've seen Sam and Elise, you know, doing some pretty awesome things at some races this year, earlier in Nashville.
Yeah, this year we're actually doing a big thing too. I just posted up on my social media as well. There's a big raffle going on this weekend that all my sponsors, obviously for me, a thank you to them, and for them, a thank you to the people of the sport that are supporting them, and in turn me. Any purchase you make at any of the shops this weekend of any of the brands that sponsor me, no matter what item it is, you get a raffle ticket for each item.
Okay.
And while supplies last, and then you take that over to the ProMax pits, and we've got tons of awesome items up from all of my sponsors,
Nice.
and they're doing a big drawing for it on Sunday. I'll be there with Nick. We'll do an autograph signing and do the drawing on Sunday. So
That's awesome.
be there.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Well, that's kind of a good way to end it. We're going to cut to one of our last commercial breaks. So good luck, ladies. Battle hard and
Thanks,
have
guys.
some fun out there.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us.
All right, thanks.
You bet.
Wanted to say thank you to all the riders, their families, and the entire BMX community for supporting the USA BMX Foundation's efforts. Our educational programs operate in all 50 states, 7 days a week. And this year, over 45,000 kids will experience a foundation program in their classroom, after-school program, or summer camp. For more information, come by our booth or visit us online at usabmxfoundation.org.
USA BMX and BMX Canada are excited to celebrate the legacy of Bob Warnicki through the running of the Warnicki Scholarship Races again this year. Each of these races supports the Bob Warnicki Memorial Scholarship Fund, as 50% of all entry fees will be awarded as scholarships during 2019. So grab your friends and family and head to a track near you to participate in this year's Warnicki Scholarship Races. All current members, track operators, and volunteers are eligible to receive Warnicki Scholarship funds. To find out when a Warnicki Scholarship race will be held in your area, visit usabmx.com and then click Events.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Grands pre-show. I've got a couple of dudes right here, man, that are they're up for a Vet Pro title this year. We got Besserine. You've had, how many titles have you had?
75. I think he's got 75 over the years.
75 of them.
I'm 75-year-old.
But
I got 5.
So we've got Tyler Brown over here, jumped into the Vet Pro class late in the season, but gained a lot of traction, coming up into the Grands. And I think you guys are kind of head to head. I think you're leading a little bit right now, so it's kind of coming down to the main event this weekend. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty much like every year.
Right.
The vet class is a little bit different the other classes, just because it's usually it's 2 or 3 players every year, and I knew that Tyler was coming,
Right.
And years prior it was Holcomb and Javier.
Sure.
And the year before it was Weatherford,
Yeah.
So, you can win as many races as you want. I learned over the years, and you're gonna learn it too. It doesn't matter, how many races. Once you're capped out, and
right.
That's it. It's just the Grands. And
just the Grands.
And this one is what it counts, basically.
Right. Yeah. So we kind of go back to Javier back there. So you kind of went through a changing of the guard. With kind of you and Javier traded back and forth. He kind of went off and started doing some other stuff. Now you're kind of the king of the Vet Pro class right now, but there's could be another possible changing of the guard here with Tyler coming up. But then you got Suarez, that he's just been the guy that's kind of giving the mosquito, giving you guys a little sting here and there, and just kind of keeping it legit between all 3 of you, really.
Yeah.
It really seems like it's coming down to, the 3 of you guys are the main factor. Those 2 guys are the main factor of you holding on to the title. Whatever Suarez kind of does to hold him back and keep you up front, or vice versa, is going to kind of be a key to the whole situation this weekend.
Yeah, no, I knew, this is going to be a new generation coming up. Tyler is already, in the class, and he's 33. I'm basically, I'm out of it. After this race, I'll be done. And, it's just it's the age, from 33 to 40 that it can keep you going. And then it's the next generation coming up. It's kind of like elite, It's just after you turn 30, or, some people can hold it a little bit longer,
Right. Guys like Tyler that held past 30 a little bit in the class, still maintained.
And then it's the 20-year-old kids coming up, and it's natural in the sport, and
right.
I think in every sport, and I think Tyler coming up in the class is a new fresh air, and then Mosquito is a little bit older. I think he's 35 or 36, but he's still up there too.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the next couple of years, somebody else from the elite class is going to turn vet, and it's going to give you.
I look forward to it, for sure. No, just like you did. And that's kind of the cool thing with racing the Vet Pro is like we had our elite time, we did that, we had both great elite careers. You had a super good elite career, and it's kind of like we're over our egos in the respect that it's just like we're going out there to race fun and obviously to beat each other, and that's what we want to do. But I wish we had some good story where we like didn't like each other and we're up here to battle and we're going to kill each other out there. But at the end of the day, we kind of work alongside each other. I work with USA Cycling. He coaches a lot of our guys. So when we're going to some of these international trips, we're both wearing the USA Cycling jersey. We're out there trying to help each other, and it's game time out here. And we're competitors, and we're friends. I've looked up to this guy and rode with him ever since I first moved to California when I was 17 years old, or actually 15 years old. I was that little kid that like, Mom, the pros are going to Whittier. Can you take me to Whittier? And trying to get in the gate and hang with him and Allier and all the other fast guys. And so it's kind of cool. I raced him many years as elite, so it's kind of cool that we get to jump back in the gate with him and racing in the Vet Pro class and see what we can do this weekend.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, I'm looking forward. I think I'm more excited about this Vet Pro title going down this year just because I've watched you guys all year long. You guys have had some epic runs, some epic battles. I mean, it's always just...
It's different racing. Because
it is.
Like he said, I used to do it a lot when I was in Pro Cruiser. I mean, all the guys are super, super fast, but we've had a few guys pretty consistently on the podium.
Right.
And you have to ride different than when you have, like, elite, when there's 8 fast guys that get on the gate. You know what I mean? There's a little bit different mind games that go into it, and I've learned things from Christian. I've watched him adjust his strategy racing me that, like, this weekend he's doing this and this weekend he's doing this. And
I've noticed that myself with you guys, not the normal Christian racing. Sometimes he's like, I think I'm going to let him go on this round, and he'll come for the next round.
And he's super good at that.
Yes.
And I'm new to it. And, he's got some good things that he's shown me, like, just because he's been doing it for so long in this Vet Pro class. And like I said, I've learned a handful of things myself from just racing alongside of him, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And I think one of the things that's cool about the Vet class is we're the only pro title that it really comes down to this weekend, meaning we got 3 guys that are really even. Me and Christian are going in basically tied. Mosquito's pretty close that anything could happen there, but Elise has kind of got the girls' title fairly wrapped up. Joris is looking really solid on the elite men's side.
Really solid.
So, I mean, it can definitely, Corbin can still jump up there, but Joris is a little bit of a lead is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As we're us, we got 2 guys who are going in pretty much dead even, and then Mosquito really right there. So we hopefully make it an exciting show.
Yeah. And then, you captured 2 Masters World Championships back to back. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. How do you feel?
I'm excited. I'm looking to just kind of keep the momentum rolling, and I had some pretty big goals this year of winning some titles, and like you said, I checked one off the list, and nothing against Christian, but we're competitors, and he knows the same thing. My goal is to come out here and win this weekend, and I want to do my best to make it as boring of a show as possible. Sure. And Christian wants to do the same thing. It's just we're both.
You never come to get second,
Yeah, exactly.
And I know that he's been putting in some serious work, I'm sure, and he's going to come out swinging, and I'm going to be doing the same thing. So we're going to let it all hang out on the track this weekend.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, and it's good for both. I mean, both of you guys, you're both coaching a lot of the younger kids, with the throwdown team, with your DK316 guys. What do you guys have to say, throw out there to the younger guys, coming up through the sport? Maybe some of the older elites getting ready to come into that Vet Pro class, or even the younger guys, as far as just lifetime of racing experience.
Everyone say have fun. We're all having fun. I will say have patience, because in this sport no one has patience.
Right.
And that's something I learned throughout the years. Is everyone wants to get first right away. Everyone wants to be fast right away, and have patience. It's just because I was telling Tyler last night. After this race I'm gonna be done, and it's just I've been in the sport for 32 years.
Wow.
I lost so many battles. I won so many battles, and basically what it kept me going is just, besides having fun, because I did have fun the whole time and it's still having fun.
Yeah.
It's just a patient, I was always patient, and I knew it was coming, and sometimes, I wait too long, and sometimes I didn't, but I always have that, it's like, okay, I gotta wait, and it's gonna happen. And some people don't have that patience, and it's just in life too, not just on BMX. I guess we all want everything quick, and so that's my take for this weekend.
Yeah. What do you got, Tyler?
I mean, that's great words of advice, and I think the cool thing about racing Vet Pro is we're able to take a lot of these things we learn on the bike and apply them into different situations of life. the biggest thing that I would say is just being appreciative and grateful for what we have here. Like he said, being patient is key. But I mean, at the end of the day, no matter how good this weekend goes for you or any weekend, win, lose, or draw, at the end of the day, like, we're here, we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or we're in Argentina a couple weeks ago, or we're in Florida, or we're in Europe, or like, we've been blessed with the opportunity to travel the world thanks to this bike, and no matter how good or bad things go, we're in a really cool position. You know what I mean? And like Brooke and Elise were talking about, they were visiting kids in the hospital yesterday, is it kind of puts some of those things into perspective for you a little bit, that no matter how bad this weekend might go, like, you're still in a really cool spot, and just to be thankful for where you're at and have those patience, and that's where that continued drive and motivation comes and allows you to continue year after year after year. You know, so I think that's kind of the biggest thing. So, well, I'm getting the wave down. Looks like we got to cut the Vet Pro battle, so I'm going to give this guy a handshake. Good luck this weekend, man. Let's have some fun, kick some butt. We're going to cut to one of our last commercial breaks here, and it's going to be about it. So we're going to cut. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm blowing it. We are actually not going to commercial break. No. We are going to go to the Cody Lynn tribute. So this is a quick little video. We missed, rest in peace, Cody Lynn. So this is a little video to him.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody ever seen. Do it, scream from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man to have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. No one man to have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the schools closed, the prisons open. We ain't got nothing to lose, everybody we rollin'. Huh? Everybody we rollin' with some light-skinned girls and some Kelly Rollins. In this white man world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cool world, I see you in the morning. Huh? I see you in the morning. This is way too much, I need a moment. No one man to have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The ground hero, live from ground zero. Machine gun flow, made a ghetto Ross Hero. And this is disestablishment, Terrianism with my night goggles on, yeah. Military vision, and it's still a very Christian way to think about living when you praying for freedom. Cause your mind been a prison, cause they trying to control every single good decision. You ain't effing the system, then why the F is you living? Look.
Mark your calendar for exciting events coming in 2019 to the Rock Hill BMX Supercross track. March 29th through the 31st, Rock Hill welcomes over 1,200 riders for the USA BMX Carolina Nationals. And September 13th through the 15th, see the pros at rounds 7 and 8 of the UCI BMX Supercross World Cup. You can also compete in our last double points amateur race of the season. Info at rockhillscbmx.com. Rock Hill, South Carolina. Competition lives here.
Lauren Reynolds. I ride S-Squared bicycles, 3-time Bike of the Year.
All right, Grindle, we're back. We're only got a couple segments left of the show, and then we're going to be calling it a wrap. We got the... Oh, no, wait, we don't have anybody here.
He's on his way, though. Joris Sade.
We have the #1 superstar. Well, I guess going in #1. We did have a list of pros here, but it looks like we're just waiting on one of our guys to come in here.
Yeah, I want to take 1 second, Tyler, to touch on that Cody Lynn story. You know,
Thank you.
We lost one of our riders here recently, Cody Lynn. Very unfortunate, very, very tragic story. But I was talking to the manager of the free agent team up there this morning, Denise, and she has a request for all the A pros in the class. If all you guys are watching, make sure you make it up there to that pit area this weekend, and they've got a frame up there. They want to try to get everybody in the class, in that A Pro class this weekend, to get an autograph on that frame. So make sure you guys get up there to free agent this weekend. A tribute to Cody Lynn. The family would like everybody to sign the frame. So anybody in the A Pro class, you guys get up there, sign the frame up a free agent. Yeah, just a
That's cool.
Unfortunate series of events. We lost a guy. Thoughts go out to the family and everything else.
Thinking of his family, his friends, everybody that here that knew him. I mean, that's definitely a tragic thing. Anytime you lose a young life, it's definitely hard, but it's part of our BMX family.
Right.
So.
Definitely one of the fastest guys out there in the class. Yeah, very unfortunate to lose him, but yeah. So thoughts and prayers going out to the family, Cody Lynn. But yeah, Joris, man.
Let's hype it up.
Let's hype it up.
We got some elite pro racing. It's coming down to the Grands. We're here in Tulsa. All that good stuff is going to be going on, man. I'm excited.
So we've got a guy coming up. You know, Joris Sade. He's about to step onto a very short list of guys that have had that third USA/ABA title.
Potential, yes. I mean,
he's right there.
Corbin still, especially this Friday race, is pretty important for Corbin.
Right, he's knocking on the door.
Yeah, he's knocking. Joris has a good little lead on him there, but Corbin is in the mix, and if he gets a win on Friday, that's going to only help the cause that much more.
It's the Grands. Anything can happen.
And you know what? That's what makes the Grands so. I mean, we've seen it over the years. Whether we go all the way back to the year when Jackal John Purse won 23 races and Christophe Levesque still won the title,
right?
Or more recently, that our viewers probably remember when Sam had a ton of wins that year and Maris took the title. I mean, this race, the biggest thing that I've learned being on the pro side and especially on the coaching side, I haven't been up for a title myself in the elite class, but being in the pits of some of the guys that have, it all comes down to that third main. Sure. And you can't count anything out until that third main is done and dusted, because anything can happen.
Yeah, at the end of the day, nothing's going down until that third one goes down. At the end of the day, we'll see who.
And Friday's super important. Most people don't realize how important that Friday race is.
It is. It's kind of a clutch key in the mix. You know, that Friday, you come out and win on Friday, it's a game changer for.
And we've seen it. We've seen strategy. Like the last year that Joris won. If Connor wouldn't have won the Friday and Sam did, Sam would have taken the title that year.
Yeah.
So you see strategy where like a guy like Joris is like, hey man, I got 6 points. I got to do what I can do, not for me to win this round. I got to make sure Connor wins this round, so Sam gets held back in position. So there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't think there's any team riding going on there with those two. I think it's more
I don't think so.
I think it's more so, hey, what do I have to do for myself?
Yeah.
And if I can't win, how can I help the next closest guy that may happen to be on my teammate? And that was years ago. That's kind of in the past.
Right.
But that shows you how clutch this Friday thing is. It a lot could change on that Friday that could affect the Saturday.
Sure. Yeah, you just never know, and it's BMX.
And Friday's that all day kind of long burn. We're here all day. Not as long as the amateurs. We are running a little quicker, but we're going to be here all day.
Yeah.
And then Saturday's a totally different format that us as pros, we're not used to. We wake up super early. We get our motos done. We go put it on ice. And then we come back for the big show where this is one of the only race in the USA that has that real spectator vibe where the USA BMX does an awesome job. Light show. There's smoke, all that kind of stuff. And, and the pressure's on.
The pressure's on. The hype, man, it just, the feeling inside the building, if you guys haven't been here to the Grands, when we get to that main show on Saturday night, I mean, the feeling is just electric in this building. I mean, you can feel the buzz. Everybody's hyped up. It kind of makes the hair stand up on your neck right now just talking about it, thinking about it coming up in the next couple days.
I'm excited to be there.
I'm excited for you to be there. I mean, you're up, you're possibly up for a title this year, a little changing of the guard.
I've been behind the scenes. I've been behind the scenes with this thing on, announcing the last few years. Sometimes in a little booth in the back.
Yeah, you and I've done that a couple of times. We've been over on the side, off to the side. So yeah, this time you're going to be.
I'm excited to have you just announcing me and hyping me up and getting me going and be one of the dudes walking through the smoke. And it's cool. Like, this is the first time I've been up for a national #1 title, actually ever. Even in my amateur, I came in there close. I was up for some cruiser stuff, but I never went in #1.
Okay.
And like walking by and seeing the banners with my name on it and stuff like that. Like, not even here, photos of it. There's nothing like this event, and I'm super excited for just the race itself. But I mean, the Vet Pro class is cool, but the Elite class, I mean, these guys are going to put on an amazing show every lap.
They will, absolutely every lap, and then then the foreign factor comes into play.
Yep.
All these guys coming from around the world. I mean, I know we got guys from the UK, Trey and Kai White. They're coming in the house with CK Flash this weekend. We got a bunch of Australian guys.
Kimman, Neek is going to be in there.
We got some of the Dutch Army guys coming in. Kimman, that guy's a killer from any lane he picks, guaranteed.
Preferably 8.
Preferably 8. I've seen it. I've seen it multiple times. I saw it in China this year.
Yep.
The guy's phenomenal. I mean, he's calm, he's cool, collected, and he just gets out there and does the work. He's ready for business. So
let's break down these 3 guys here. We've got going in 3rd place, we got Connor, then we got Corbin, then we got Joris. Let's talk a little bit about some of their maybe weak points and strong points. Let's start off with our 3rd place guy going in, Connor. What are some things that he struggled with this year and how he's doing well?
Connor, I think he's one of those guys. I think he might be his own worst enemy sometimes. I think he has issues every once in a while with just getting out there and getting in laps, and you'll see it happen. You get in a little traffic, something happens, something doesn't go right, and it kind of mentally. I mean, it's a mental tough game. Absolutely, with the Elite class, it seems like one little wrong move or one little bobble throughout the day, and it just kind of affects your whole chain of events that kind of goes along. But Connor, he's always a solid guy. You can't ever count him out. You can always count him in to be going fast, but you never know what's going to happen out there.
Yeah, from my side, I see Connor took a pretty bad crash at the beginning of the year. He had probably the worst concussion he's ever had. It was, seizures on the track, everything like that.
I was front row for that, and I'll tell you what, that's one of those things for me. I love being front row. I love watching you guys right in the heat of the moment, but seeing stuff like that happen it is tough. It's a tough blow to shake off. As I'm in the mix of watching a race, some guy blows up like that, and then I'm watching him, as we've all become close friends.
You got guys coming in behind you. You don't even have to talk about some of these guys anymore. We got them on. What's up, bro? How are you,
Coming in hot.
How are you? I thought I saw Corbin out there too. Is Corbin running around?
Man, I think I did see him down there.
He was there a second ago. Maybe he ditched us. Yeah. So, for those that don't know, we've got our guy coming in, our current, not last year's, but our current points leader of the USA BMX series. We got Joris Dode.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, bro? How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, man.
What's
good.
Up? Good to see you. Good to see you.
We're in Tulsa again, baby. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Let's get started off this. Congratulations, Daddy.
Yep.
Oh, and it's a boy. We got the blue.
Yep.
So that's another cool dynamic I've been thinking about here lately is all you guys are having kids. Corbin's got one. You've got one coming up.
Mara's got one.
Mara's got one coming up. T-Bone, he's got a little guy. I mean, so they're like the next group.
Tyler is going to get one too soon, so here we go.
I told him to step. Hey, when we were down at his track, I told him to step up a training program. He's got that home training program. He's got to step up.
I've been working on it. I've been working on it, Grindle. I took your advice.
Hey, Cassie told me to grind on you about that. So, hey, Cassie, I'm working on him.
I'll do my best.
So yeah, that's kind of cool. We're gonna have a next group of BMX racers.
Next group of striders coming in.
Yeah, exactly. Some good stuff.
Exciting.
But, so yeah, off that topic,
Title time, baby.
Title time.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
What do you think of the track, man? I haven't even seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either. I just arrived a little late, but
look at what's this beard you got going on, bro?
I don't know. It's
You're manly.
Yeah, manly. I'm a dad now.
He's a dad now.
So
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm a dad. I got to grow a beard. Yeah.
No more baby.
Right.
No, track looks good. It's always exciting to be here, and another year, another.
All right, man. So this is title number 3 that you're going up for.
Yep.
How are the points looking? How close are you versus everybody else? What do you got to do to win? I mean, have you even looked at it? Do you even care?
No, I didn't really look at it. I know. I think Corbin is still up for the title too, and then I think that's it. So I mean, I always come here to win the race anyway. So I know if I win the race, I win the championship. So that's my mindset.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
Go out, you get 2 more wins, and you bring the title home, and nothing else matters.
Yep. So yeah, gotta do my best. Feeling good and always excited to be here another year, and try to bring the cup home.
How's your season been this year?
Good. I mean, it's a long season, you know. It's always hard to be consistent, but it's been pretty good. Good result. A little bit disappointed with the World Championship where I lost the title, on the line. But I'm back here and then trying to get another title here this weekend. So it's a pretty good season so far.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You've been that guy that's always been consistent all year long. I mean, you've been up for the win or the podium weekend in, weekend out. It doesn't matter if we're, in Argentina at the World Cups or you're here at a USA BMX race or wherever. You've kind of been that guy to beat.
Yeah, I try to. I mean, that's how you win championship, consistency and try to be on top every time, every weekend. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes you have some bad weekend, but you always regroup and try to be better the next weekend.
Yeah, I watched that mental toughness side of you happen to you in Sarasota a little bit. The first day, you're one of the fastest guys in motos, but you didn't put it together the way you wanted to in the main event, and you're able to take a step back and come out swinging the next day and got that win and just kind of, it was cool from a side point to kind of watch you do your thing over the weekend and kind of correct that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I said, you want to win everything, but it's not impossible. It's not possible. It's always someone that's a little bit better, but a little bit more hungry, to get that win. But you always have to regroup and come back the next day even more.
Hold on. You say it's not possible to win. Aren't you the only guy to ever go completely undefeated in the European Series?
I did.
Okay,
but it doesn't happen every year.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
You have to work for it. But it's always tough. Everyone. They can step up their game, every weekend, and they always want to win too as well. So I'm not the only one. So it's never easy to win, but I'm here for that and always train for it,
Yeah. Erick, you announce these guys like you kind of do everybody we've always talked about.
Right.
What's been some of the biggest battles that you've seen out there on the track in the elite men class?
Man, I'll tell you what. Joris, Corbin, and then the Jet, Jared Garcia, really kind of snuck in there a few times this year, and really kind of changed the game for all these guys. And just when you think you kind of got something going on, there's all of a sudden there's the Jet sneaking through, and all of a sudden he's hitting a podium with them, and out of nowhere it's fun to see everybody kind of stepping the levels up. Not just one guy just blowing everybody out every weekend and week out. It's like you were saying, you never know.
Exactly.
You just never know who's going to get to the top of the podium. We've seen good races down in Chula Vista. You come in that second turn, got a little loose, got a little hot. You're leading and going in, and all of a sudden, they're out. Adios, amigos.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's always good to see you guys battle week in and week out. You're always a nice guy off the track. Always smiling. Even when I ground on you a little bit going into Rockford about the World Championship and the title, he was like, Carnes just got up and walked away. He's like, I'm not even going to be a part of this.
That's all right.
But it's good. Sylvan, he's great guy, one of your countrymen. The French connection, like I like to say with all you guys, you got a few more French guys in the house this weekend with Romain. He's definitely a guy that could be, a factor in the mix
exactly.
as well this weekend.
Like I say, everyone is very prepared, and they step up their game every time, every weekend. So you never know who's gonna win the race. But it's always interesting.
It's like Tyler and I were talking about all the foreign guys coming in. You guys got like Nick Kimman coming here. Trey and Kai White from the UK coming in. Those guys are always podium potential guys at all times. Yeah. So you get 40, 50 guys out there. At the end of the day, on Sunday, there's 8 guys. Or on Saturday for the pros. Nights. There's 8 guys that are left. I mean, that's it. No matter how you slice it down,
this is one race that I'm the most excited to watch race, just because I think we're all true fans. So, Joris, we're going to cut to our last commercial break here. We're going to finish out this show here soon. So good luck to you this weekend.
Thanks, man. You too.
Hope you get that title, man. Let's bring it back. All right, brother?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, my man. Good luck.
Thanks, man.
All right. We're going to cut to our last commercial break. We got one more guest, and that's going to be the show.
Let's light it up with epic sparking action. The all-new Spark Ultra scooter from Razer. Just step on the spark bar and lay down an awesome trail of sparks. Ultra bright light-up wheels and replaceable spark cartridges let your Spark Ultra scooter unleash an awesome trail of unstoppable light. The all-new Spark Ultra scooter from Razer. Light up your ride. Each sold separately.
All right, guys, we are back. Everybody, all of our thousands and millions of viewers at home, we are back for our last segment, the wrap-up portion of the USA BMX Grands pre-show. Guys, who do we got here? Introduce yourselves, tell them who you are, what you do, all that stuff.
Hi, I'm Chris Allen, track operator out at DeSoto BMX under the Big Top, DeSoto, Texas. And just kicking it up here on the stage with the great Tyler Brown, Mr. Grindle, Mr. Chris Luna. Thank y'all very, very much for having me up.
That was good. You could be like a radio talk show host, man. I like that.
Hey, it's a lot of fun. We get to be a track operator and do this small little thing called Chris's Corner. Feel very blessed to be in this sport around all these awesome people and people allowing us to be a part of their lives, and just super excited to be a part of this in the 2018 USA BMX Grands here in Tulsa. I'm ready to rock.
All right, I'm done. You can have it over here. Jeez, that was good. What's going on, Chris? What are you doing, man?
I got nothing on that, man. I'm just Chris Luna. I'm the national coordinator here for USA BMX.
He's double micing it. He's got the headset on and the mic. Look at this guy.
Luna doubles down.
That's when you know your factory, when you're holding two microphones. Here we go. All right, guys. Anyway, so how we doing?
I had no idea about that. Thanks for the heads up, guys.
Yeah, well, we saw you put on the headset, so we figured you knew. But, it's all good.
All right.
So, Chris, man, we're here in Tulsa for another year. What kind of insight you got for us?
Man, the track turned out great. I want to start with this side. The track builders, they did a heck of a job this year. The track is dialed. These guys have been here working just countless hours to get it ready, and all the credit for the track itself goes to all those guys. Billy Allen, Lance McGuire, Dustin Golden, all the guys that are there. I know there's a million of them to name, but it all goes to them and Bill Morris, that get everything done.
For sure, for sure. So how are we looking moto count-wise? Are we looking to break some records this year? Is this going to be the biggest Grands we've ever had?
Last year was down a little bit from the year before, and to be honest with you, I think we'll be up a little bit this year. The line's been pretty strong up there today. We came in with lots of pre-registration.
What is the record? What's the most moto count we've ever had here?
747.
747.
Last year, I believe, 734.
Okay.
So, necessarily moto count doesn't really mean we've had less riders, but
that's true.
You guys know, as track operators, you know that moto count's one thing and rider count's another. So.
100%. Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be awesome. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. We worked all year long, everything that's gone into it, and here we are. We're going to crown champions.
So from the industry standpoint, that's kind of cool that you say that, because that's something that the riders talk a lot about. Oh, we've been working all along. It's been a long season. I'm here for the title or whatever. We've obviously been interviewing the riders that are up for those titles. It's kind of cool to hear you say that same thing. Like, hey, we've had a long season. We put in a lot of work, and now this is our last final push. It's kind of cool to hear that same mentality that you guys have going into the weekend as well.
There's two things. You can't wait to get two parts of this weekend. You can't wait to get to Saturday night for the Pro Spectacular.
Yep.
And then you can't wait to get to Sunday night, and it's crazy to say that because it is Sunday night.
It's late night
for the main events.
It's late.
That's what makes it all worthwhile. All the air miles, all the the time on the road, everything about it. When you get to that Sunday night, there's nothing else like it. It's just awesome. I can't wait to get there. You get another gear. You're beat down from so many hours that you put in, during the week and throughout the year. But when you get there, it's worth it.
Do you guys get to sleep maybe 10 hours from Thursday to Sunday? Maybe 10 collectively?
Yeah, this year things are running pretty smooth, So, we'll be getting maybe 4 or 5 a night.
Dang.
That's
solid.
Solid,
No wonder you're looking so good. All that beauty rest.
My deal is this, I've got the whole month of December to sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
I check out in December. Check out.
Cool.
So, yeah.
And Eric, you're kind of on that crew, man. You're one of the driving forces behind you. You kind of became the voice of BMX and put yourself in a really cool position. What's it like announcing this race in particular?
This race in particular it's still I'm nerve-wracked. I'm already stressing out a little bit about it. It's a big deal. You get the pros on for the big pro show. I want my game to be on point. I want to make sure everything's solid. I want to make sure the crowd's involved. I want to make sure people at home are feeling the vibe in the building, whether they're 10,000 miles away or they're 2 states away. I want everybody to have that same feeling. It's a lot of pressure, but it is and it's not at the same time. I don't know. I've kind of this will be my 4th year, I think, Luna.
Yeah.
Announcing this my second year kind of being the team leader kind of per se as it goes with the rest of the commentators and all the guys. Everybody that comes up, it's no joke. I was talking to Chris Allen about it earlier and telling him my first season of announcing nationals and stuff, and I came to the Grands and I told him, I said, hey man, I felt like the all-star all year. I came to the World Series, I got benched. And he's like, oh man, no. And I'm like, hey, you know, it's just one of those things, you know. I didn't know how it worked. You know, I thought, hey man, I was the guy all year long. I'm coming to the Grands, and then everybody's like, well, we got our crew lined out. So I mean, that was a little bit of a hit at the beginning, but I was like, I took it in stride, and I was like, you know what, okay, step it up next year. And then, you know, next year I was in the show, you know, and then the next year I was in the main show, and you know, and I've been doing, you know, I did the side show with you one year, and I mean, so for me, it's like, it's one of the best races of the year. I mean, you know, working hard all season long. I think I did 17 national weekends this year myself. Dang. You know, along with 11 Tangent Pro-Am stops. I went to China. I mean, I'm in the 30, almost 32 weekends of BMX this year. On top of,
you're big time, man.
I do have a 40 plus hour a week job on top of it.
It's a hobby that Erick takes like a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's really, really hard on himself. I mean, he's our guy. You know what I mean? He's the guy. He's built himself into this. You know, he's watched Bone all those years. You know, that Bone was here, you know, heading things up, you know, and we all know how great he was. He watched him do it. He watched Jim Riley do it. Yep. You know, he just kind of watched it and tried to pick stuff from each one and do his own thing as well. And he's became the voice, as you said, and, you know, obviously, you know, he's earned it.
Yeah. Well, guys, we need to start wrapping this show down. What are kind of some final words or thoughts from each one of you before we close out our pre-show here and kind of all set our sights to our goals that we have on the weekend in front of us?
Chris, you go first, bud.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, first off, I just want to thank y'all for spearheading everything we do, from Chris Luna, me getting to meet you through my bride years and years ago. That little thing I talk about, Chris's Corner, that we get to do, if it wasn't for you and Sam doing Cafe Willoughby, I wouldn't have ever been inspired to do Chris's Corner and kind of do what we do. So that's modeled after what you do. So you have inspired kids on bikes, but also through the Facebook and reaching out and touching people and building them up. That a lot of that came from you. And really appreciate that. And Mr. Grindle, you know, like I confessed to you earlier, I'm Jim Riley 100%. That's what I first seen in announcing, but you setting the bar so high. I just want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of everything with you, and just look forward to what comes this weekend and 2018 USA BMX Grands. Hoorah!
From a USA BMX standpoint, you know, first of all, we want to say thank you guys all for being here, you know, coming to the Grand Nationals. It's awesome to see all you guys here. It's awesome for you guys to be watching at home. By the way, it's at usabmx.com/webcast. You can watch all weekend long. Once again, usabmx.com/webcast. We wouldn't be here without our members, and we just can't thank you guys enough for a great 2018 season, and we're really, really excited to see what all goes down here this week, and then also get 2019 kicked off.
There we go. What about you, Erick?
So I want to thank everybody for tuning in around the world, wherever you guys are at. I always try to give everybody shout outs, everybody that I can. If I miss you, I'm sorry. We're at the Grands. I mean, it's the greatest race on earth. Can't wait to get this party started. You got the Rock tomorrow, the single biggest race in the world. Yeah. One-day race in the world. The single biggest one-day race in the world is the Rock right here in the USA. So, you know, we've had some hellacious moto counts over the years, and I'm sure this year is going to be just like years in the past. So, yeah, look forward to tomorrow, getting started off with that Rock race, and then moving on to Saturday. The Saturday night pro title, you know, that's going down. Our man Tyler Brown, he's up for a title, first time in his career, long career of racing BMX. So it's going to be pretty exciting to possibly see a changing of the guard there. See our man Joris possibly get that third title on a very short list of guys that have captured 3 in a row in our modern era of BMX. We got a couple more guys back there in the early years. One guy got 4. I think another guy got a couple 2 or 3. Yep. I'm really excited. Elise Willoughby, all-time winningest pro woman in BMX. It doesn't get any better than that. We're at the Grands, you know.
We're at the Grands, boys, and personally I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show at home, all my sponsors for allowing me to be here to do another awesome race and be up for the title. USA BMX putting on this phenomenal series all year. These guys, they work weekend in, weekend out, all night, all day, and we're here at another Grands, so I'm looking forward to taking off this headset and jumping onto the track myself and having some fun. So, hey guys, happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Let's go out. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody at home. And let's go have a kick butt Grands, gentlemen. Let's do it.
Let's do it, guys.
All right, guys. That's a wrap from us here at the pre-show. I want to thank you all for tuning in, watching us live, and hopefully this isn't my last time up on this stage. And we'll see more of you this weekend.
Awesome.
All right.